You guys have been working for an adventures company known as the Owlbear Express for
The Owlbear Express.
about a year now. They started out as kind of a delivery service, uh, you know, delivering messages, small packages, things like that. But over the past 7 or 8 years, they've grown a little bit and they've started hiring adventurers and actually taking on clients. It's been a lot of small quests so far. You guys have worked with each other off and on, teaming up here and there for different needs, different missions, things like that. So you all know each other pretty well. But this is the first time you're all going to be working together as a foursome, as a big group. But you've received your message from the guildmaster Thaddeus. He's requested that you show up. He's got an important mission for the four of you. The Owlbear Express is in Baldur's Gate, so you'll technically be starting there, meeting up at its location. Unless there's something specific, any questions, anything like that, then we'll just kind of start with you guys meeting there, and Thaddeus kind of giving you your roles or your task.
And then do we want to go over like an introduction beforehand
I
that we
think
get into?
I think that would be a good idea.
Like a motherfucking montage?
Right. So if you guys want, we can go one by one and just kind of tell each other about our characters.
My character will be a monk bard.
Oh, yeah, I
He
don't have
stays
a
in the back. Can you guys hear me?
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have a name for your
Okay.
character yet, by the way.
Yoin. Where was it? It was something Schmickle. Yoin Schmickle.
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 Scnickle.
Okay. Heck
But
of a
he's
name.
more of a background character. I am gonna say he's probably not going to talk very much and everything. But he's a monk who studied monk history. Basically, is what I'll reveal to everybody.
Okay, so he's a big history buff.
Super history. Like that's basically all he will talk about.
All right. Yoin, the monk bard. What race are you?
Tiefling.
What do you look like?
Ooh.
Tiefling with one horn. Most of my skin is a light pale porkish, except for my tail, and my tongue is obviously of tiefling origin with my teeth.
Okay, so like the fanged teeth, the forked tongue, and a tail.
Basically,
Did you say
I'm only half though. So
Did you say
so
like
most
pinkish skin?
like a human tone pinkish.
Oh,
Are we not
okay.
pink?
I mean, you can be,
I mean, that's kind of high blood pressure.
Oh God.
but yeah, no, that's fine. Uh, cool. Any particular quirks, character traits, something that stands out about you physically, aside from the fact that you're a tiefling?
Well, you guys will figure that out as I go. I like to really figure out my character as I play.
That's
You should
fine.
know this.
Who's next?
My character is Timothy Mothman, aka Mothman, attorney at law.
Mothman, turn it
Yep.
up.
He does not have enough intelligence to actually know the law, but he thinks he does. He is a Ghostwise halfling. Stands about 3 feet tall. Great big red bushy beard that goes below his belt. Shocks of white going through it, and a mustache that sticks straight out from the side of his face, well past his ears. He's got a gray hat on the top of his head, kind of classic wizardy hat, but it's just full of leaves and feathers and bones that he's found. He's got a light brown, what was probably a blanket to somebody else that he probably found and fashioned into his own robes. Also stuffed and filled with bones, sticks, and cool rocks that he's found. He's got pale blue eyes and kind of an olivey brown tone to his skin, but at the same time, it looks like he's been under a pile of leaves for his entire life. His whole thing is pretty much anytime we've gone into a new town, I have to go talk to the leader of said town. I've got a message for them from the trees, and that's the rest of this is all just a good fun time. I'm seeing the world. I'm talking to trees, making buddies out here. Another backstory is he was abandoned by his troop Like usually halflings travel in troops if they are travelers, but Ghostwise halflings are seen as a bad omen in the halfling culture. So he was abandoned as a child in the woods and grew to love plants and animals more than sentient life. He's more comfortable in the woods than he is in town. He feels more at home having a conversation with a bird than he does with a person.
So he's like the people that go off grid and live off the land, basically.
Yep. Yeah, except he was just abandoned out there by his troop. And because he was seen as a bad omen and bad luck, and halflings are big fans of luck. That's Mothman, and you'll find out more about him as we go on.
My name is Seymoure Baevers. I'm also a druid, but I am a Warforged druid,
Creepy.
and I get along with nature really well. And you guys haven't heard it from me, but just through the grapevine of the guild, you know that I am the one of the last surviving members of the Rapusk Guild branch of the guild. But that the entire guild, except for basically me and one other person, was killed by a dragon.
Ooh.
So I'm a little quiet, but I kind of open up once you get to know me. And also other important questions. Yes, I do have a dick as a Warforged, and yes, it does work. And no, I cannot get anyone pregnant.
All important questions.
Yes.
Very important questions.
Had to be known.
Yep.
So you guys are kind of gathered outside of Thaddeus's office, waiting for everyone to show up, but it seems like somebody's just taking their time getting here. But you hear a little bit of voices muttering in the background behind the door. Some footsteps that sound like they're approaching the door, and then you see it open, and
I told you I wanted a bidet!
a young female half-elf in adventurer's garb exits, and she says, "Thank you very much, sir. I'll let the men know." And she heads on her way, and Thaddeus steps out the door, and your eyes are drawn downwards. Thaddeus is about 2 feet 9 inches tall. He's a little gnome.
Right at eye level with me. Like it.
He's got like shock white hair that is currently stuck almost straight upwards like a troll doll. He's wearing this big flowing white and silver robe. He looks a little bulky compared to what a normal gnome might be, suggesting maybe he's wearing some kind of armor or something under his robe. But as he walks out, he looks at the three of you, and he says, "Ah, gentlemen, yes, thank you. You're right on time. Well, three of you are right on time, but that's okay. Come on in. We'll get started without him. As soon as he shows up, we'll let him right in."
All right, and as he's letting us in, I'm gonna reach into my cloak and take a handful of little bones that I found and put them in my mouth.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be rumbling those around in my mouth for a little bit.
Wonderful. As you get into Thaddeus's office, he walks around the side of his desk, disappears for a second, and you hear, and then you see his head pop up above the desk, and he says, "Oh well, let's get right down to it. We have a request from somebody on the island of Calmet, just west of here." And we need your... Oh, wonderful. There you are, McKai. Thank you for showing up. We were just getting started. You are currently speaking to the Guildmaster, Thaddeus. He's a little gnome. He says, "We have received a request from somebody on the island of Calmet, just west of here. His name is Lord Cedric Porfaster Oakfeather, and the poor man seems to have lost his daughter. So he is paying quite a nice sum for you guys to go and locate her. We have a ship outside, prepared, ready to go, whenever you guys are ready to go. Calmet's only about 2 days travel by boat, so you won't be you won't be on the ship too long. You're going to be landing in a city called Loudwater, and then from there, it's up to you guys to get to Brightonburg. So when you get there, just head to Lizzie's and let her know Thaddeus has a place set up for you. She'll get you all taken care of. And he hands you guys a couple of pieces of paper that just kind of basically outlines everything that's going on. Head to the dock, head to Loudwater, make your way to Brightonburg and speak to Lord Oakfeather. And he says, unless you have any questions for me about the mission, then, go do your thing. And he hands, excuse me, Jason, McKai. He hands you a small, like red-ish looking stone. And he says, just hold on to this. If you need to get a hold of me, just use this. This is, if you don't know, it's called a sending stone. Just hold on to it, speak my name, and then we'll be able to talk back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So, but unless you have any questions, then go on, scoop, do your thing, guys.
All right, I'm gonna just hold up a finger.
Yes.
And I'm gonna. This isn't. What does the room look like? What's the floor look like?
The floor is like a polished marble.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, it's like this room is fairly small. 50 by 50 feet or so. For a guild master's office, but it's very ornate. Polished marble on the floor. He's got one wall that's just books. He's got another wall over here that's, you've got a globe, you've got a couple of weapons mounted. He's got his big oak desk right there in the end of the room.
All right.
So,
then, I'm gonna. While he's saying, "All right, goodbye, everybody," I'm going to be like trying to suck as much saliva off of these bones as I can before I spit them out onto the floor. Okay. And what can I get for a good vibe check on this whole operation, like this whole mission? I want to just sense the vibe in the room.
Give me an insight check.
Insight? All right. That'll be a 19.
Okay. In terms of a search and rescue mission, everything seems on the up and up. You don't know too much about Calmet. Local news of the area hasn't really said anything to strike your interest. It seems fairly straightforward.
All right. I'm going to scoop my bones up off the floor. I'm going to look at everybody, and I'm going to say, I've got a good feeling about this when the bones are sometimes right.
I would like
to
to
put my bones back in my pocket.
No. Before he does put those back in his pocket, I would like to examine those bones and see if those bones are old enough to have marrow in them or not.
Like bone marrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have sucked these things dry.
Okay.
They are old
good.
bones that I have been spitting out on floors, scooping up, putting back in my pocket.
Okay. So yep. Then I'm good. I was gonna whip you or lash you for leaving marrow in such a fine bone.
Oh no! Don't you worry. I've traveled with these bones.
Oh, are these bones someone special?
No, I found them. I got
Okay.
I got a good feeling about them, and I carry them around, and I chew on them a little bit, and sometimes they tell me if something might work or not. Yeah, there's no science behind this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes me too. So don't worry. All right. What else is everyone else doing?
I'm just good to go.
Okay. So unless you guys feel like doing anything else on the way, you'll head down to the docks.
Right.
Bill,
where are we going to go shopping first?
I feel like we have to. I really do. I gotta, like, what's the how many stores are in this town? What's the town map look like? I really want to, I guess I could look up a map of Baldur's Gate.
I was gonna say Baldur's Gate is a huge city.
That means we've got so many options.
You have access to just about anything that you would want to, but doesn't mean you're gonna have the money for it and all that kind of stuff.
I know I don't have the money for it. But yeah, I'm ready to go whenever everybody else is.
You guys head down to the docks. And as you
Also, do I not have that sickle already?
do what?
Do I not have that sickle already?
Yes. Before you guys head out, Thaddeus stops you. He says, "Oh, guys, here. I forgot. Take this." And
It's dangerous to go alone.
Seymoure, he hands you a piece of paper. Looking at it, it's a voucher. He said it's for 1,000 gold pieces. He says, "Give this to Lizzie when you get there, and she'll exchange this, for some real money. You guys can go shopping once you get into town. That way, you have some money to spend. We don't let our adventurers go broke, if we can help
Okay.
it."
Okay.
But anyway, so you guys make it down to the docks, and as you're kind of wandering around looking for the ship, you see it. You head that direction, and you get met by this kind of young-looking human boy, early or mid-teens, 15, 16 years old, and he says, "Are you the adventurers from Albert Express?"
Yes, we are.
Wonderful,
I believe
wonderful.
so.
Who's asking?
He says, "Well, I'm the captain of the ship that's taken you to Calmet." He says, "This is the ship over here, the Seafarer. We're going to be heading out in about an hour. But we've had a little bit of an issue here, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask for your help. Everything's fine with the ship. There's no problems there, but see, I'm still pretty new at this, and Thaddeus told me to go cheap and hire a skeleton crew for this ship. And
Did you
See, I
hire
knew that.
actual skeletons?
yeah,
The bones never lie.
yeah, I hired actual skeletons. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna need you guys just to kind of help out a little bit along the way. I'm so embarrassed. I'm really sorry to ask, but the skeletons can handle a fair amount of stuff, but pushing, pulling, there's things you need muscles for, and these guys just aren't gonna cut it."
Okay. We should be able to help with that then, I guess.
Oh, that would be so wonderful. I need someone to help set the sails, someone to help out in the kitchen, somebody to help keep the deck clean, and then somebody in the navigation seat with me, helping me guide, because they don't have eyes, they don't have tongues, they're useless practically.
I can help guide. That'd be probably the best use of my skills.
I can cook.
I was going to say, can I make an argument for medicine to be used as a cooking feature? But that won't work.
What about survival?
I'd go with survival over medicine, I think.
What do you guys think?
Probably. No.
All right.
Come on. Let's see. Who has the highest
the cook
survival?
background.
I got a +8.
Holy shit, he wins. I got a +6. I thought I was gonna nail this one, but if you have a +8, then yeah, you go for the cooking part.
All right.
Got
What else we got?
survival.
So Moth's gonna
Do it every
cook.
day. Yeah, do it every day, buddy. I know how to cook.
Moth's gonna cook. Seymour's gonna
And also-
navigate.
I think Moth would actually be a little scared of being on deck. He's not too comfortable with not touching the ground. So he would try to be somewhere inside the ship.
That makes sense. Okay.
What else did you need? Someone to climb the ropes?
We need somebody to help set sails and somebody to help keep the deck clean.
Looks like I'm keeping the deck clean. Sorry, buddy. Whoever's left is doing the jumping.
That'll be Jason.
Alright. So we got Yoin doing the deck, and McKai doing helping set the sails. Okay. So he says we're leaving in about an hour. Go ahead, get your stuff together in the barracks. Just head up onto the ship. Head down into the center. He said, "Look to the left. You'll see the bunks set up right there."
I'll ask him what his name is.
Oh, he says, "Well, my name is Tiscus."
Captain Tiscus.
Yes. He says, "Yeah, but you don't. I'm still pretty new at this. Captain feels weird. You can just call me Tiscus."
Sounds good, Tiscus.
All right.
And do.
So you guys board the ship?
Hey guys, you guys want to be clever with this? Who can do servants? Who can cast servants in this group?
Visible servants.
Yeah. Anyone?
I cannot.
Well, if anybody dies, I can help that with there.
You can make
There's
another
optimism.
zombie.
So, just looking for first volunteer, I guess,
All
for
right.
the friendship crew.
All right. Yeah. So you guys get on the deck, put all your stuff together, and you set sail. Um,
I would like to cast my servant spell to have my invisible servant start sweeping the deck for me as I play on my flute.
you have what is
Visible
it?
servant.
Unseen servant.
Unseen servant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So you'll do that. You cast your unseen servant, and you just see the broom or the mop or whatever at the edge of the deck, just kind of pick itself up and start squeegeeing its way across the floor, keeping itself pretty clean.
All right.
Does your friend have a name?
My unseen servant? No, I haven't
Yep.
even thought about it.
Hmm.
Then my monk smiles. Haven't even thought about it.
All right, Moth. We're gonna be making some food for the day. Getting some
All right.
gruel together. There's not a lot to work with here.
Gruel, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Crack.
They've got a little bit of meat, a lot of veggies, a little bit of broth, just something to quickly throw together a nice meal. But
That's a good. Those are good ingredients for stew. Do I have flour, butter?
Well, there are a lot of herbs and spices. There's not any butter,
Oh.
not any flour, but you've got a lot of things to help kind of kick up the flavor a bit. So, just
What kind of meat? What's my protein?
Well, see, that's the issue. You're working with boar meat, so
Ooh,
yeah.
perfect.
So, make me your survival check to cook, and just tell me how delicious this food's gonna be.
I will. I'll do that. I'll do the hell out of that. Ha! It's doing good. That's another 19.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah. So yeah, this food this place has everything you need to make a wonderful stew. You even managed to find like 3 potatoes hidden in the back that weren't all gross and nasty that you could use.
Even so, I'll whip them up. I know what to do with a good fermented potato.
All right. So you managed to get a pretty decent lunch set out for these guys.
So Tommy knows this. When Sanji's in the kitchen whipping some shit up for the crew, this is all about it. Is like I'm taking time with this stew. I will shoo the skeletons out of the kitchen. They're gonna be in the way for me. So I'll shoo them out.
Okay.
And they can go do other tasks around.
Okay. So McKay, you're going to be helping set the sails. The weather seems to be pretty fine. They don't expect any issues along the way, so you shouldn't have to worry too much about keeping up with them once they're set. But I'm going to have you. Well, I don't know. I have a couple of options here. What would you want to use to maybe try and help set these sails?
He has athletics to be pulling the rope real well.
Okay. See, athletics and acrobatics were my first 2 options, so I mean that works.
I'm gonna go with athletics.
So yeah, if you'll make me an athletics check just to see,
22 for Mikhail.
Damn.
All right, damn. Yeah, you get those sails set in no time. This is not your first experience with it, so you don't really have a whole lot of issue getting this together. The skeletons were helpful enough. So
That's why I made sure to get a copy of Jason's character sheet so I can roll for him.
And Seymoure, you're going to help us navigate. Do you have any prior seafaring experience?
Eberron is a completely different continent than what the forgotten where Baldur's Gate is, right?
Forgotten Realms, yeah.
So yes, I have been on the sea before.
Okay, so we can go survival, perception, or even insight, I think.
Can I just use my passive perception of 21?
Sure, absolutely. throughout your travels, you've done a fair amount of just studying and just traveling in general and doing adventures, looking at maps. You know where Calmet is. You can follow. You can navigate pretty well to get there. So the first day's travel is not any real issue. Throughout the night, things are no problem. You get up the next day, the sails are gonna need to be tightened down a little bit, but nothing, no real issues there. The navigation seems pretty on point. You can see land on the horizon. It should be just a few hours till you get there.
Can I ask? Was I all night constantly using sleeping while my servant was sweeping the deck?
That's
I
actually
think
a
it
good
has a
question.
time limit.
How long do you know offhand? How long your unseen servant lasts?
No, I'll just pull it up.
Okay, I was
real
gonna say
quick.
I've got it right.
Lasts 1 hour.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can. I mean, you only have what, 2 of those spell slots, but you can,
Yeah,
you
no,
can do
yeah.
it for 2 hours, or you can let him do the work for a bit and then take over yourself, or you could just shirk it. That's up to you.
What I would do is I would have my unseen servant go as long as it could until its first slot was taken, and then do the rest of it on my own.
Okay, then I'm gonna have you go ahead and make me check as well. Probably gonna do. I'm thinking performance or athletics, depending on whichever you'd rather do.
I think I'm gonna go with performance then, and then roll.
Yep.
18.
So you've got a little song in your head that you've been practicing on the flute, and it just kind of puts you in the mood to kind of dance around the deck as you're cleaning, keeping everything looking good. So no real issues. So you start the next day. You've only got a few more hours until you hit land. Moth, I'm gonna have you make us one final meal.
One final meal for the night.
For the day, before you guys hit land.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Bum. Survival again.
Yes.
Still got the same ingredients.
Yep.
All right, I think I'm gonna do a seared boar chop with. You said I've got a lot of veggies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a nice caramelized onion on top of that.
There's a little bit of wine and mead.
I don't know, probably.
As well, if you.
Ooh, then definitely a red wine reduction with the caramelized onions.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a 16.
Okay. So everything went pretty well. You're worried you overcooked those onions just a little bit, but for the most part, the rest of it looks beautiful. It smells great, and everybody really enjoyed their meal.
I'm a happy camper.
Everybody sits down for one last meal before you hit land.
Does anybody look like they're not going to eat all of their food?
It's gonna be me. I won't eat the veggies.
Yeah, the captain.
I'm gonna squint at you. The captain doesn't either.
No, the captain tears into it. He loves it.
Nice. I'm gonna squint at you, and only you can hear this. Why aren't you eating your onions?
I don't eat veggies. Got any nice rats?
Rats.
Rats.
Well, okay. I can use and this is still all only you can hear. I'm gonna just continue talking to you and say, well, you know what? We could probably use the onions to lure out a fresh rat.
Yeah,
that would be delicious.
You more than
let me hook you up.
Running around down there in the kitchen area while you were cooking.
Oh, they'd all be dead then. Moth would have spent a lot of time while that stew was brewing, cleaning up. Dirty kitchen is not a good kitchen.
So what is everyone else doing right now?
Well, that's up to you guys. Your work is pretty well completed. You're on course. The sails are set. You're good. Lunch has been made, and the deck is clean enough for now. They don't really need your help doing that. So
I'm gonna ask one of you guys during while we're eating. So why do you think he went the most cheapest way? This organization, why do you think they went the most cheapest way of doing this?
Well, if you think about it, I don't know much about nothing, but If you
Well,
think
my
about it, a
halfling is gonna
contract-based thing, we have to be the lowest bidder. So we have to
But we
cost
have-
the least.
So yeah, you guys have about 3 hours until you hit land at this point, so you can do what you'd like to do. What are you guys going to do?
I'm going to try to lure out a fresh rat for my new tiefling friend.
Exactly.
And I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to say, you don't eat veggies? Whenever I'm making food, I'll make sure I give you an extra protein. If I remember.
Now, think about this. Also, the skeletons. Is this sailor using magic to control these skeletons?
No, not himself.
Not himself. So there would be a magical ward on here that would be controlling each skeleton, making them do their job, right? Some item or something?
I mean, maybe.
I would like to start. I would like to spend at least a little bit looking for that.
Are you talking to me? Who are you talking to? This is in character still.
Oh, sorry. I have these visions sometimes.
Okay. I get it. Hey. I get you.
So
I get you. Things happen.
How long are you going to want to spend looking for rats?
Oh, for rats until I find one.
I'm sorry, for Moth. How long is he going to spend looking for rats?
I'm assuming we're hanging out because I'm going to catch one and just give it to him.
Okay.
So, I guess until we either find one or we reach land.
Okay, so
He can do whatever he wants to do, but I'm going to be hunting down rats.
give me a d20. You can do survival, perception, or insight.
Okay.
Is
22.
this just- Ooh.
All right. So it doesn't take you very long at all. You managed to kill a few rats back while you were cooking. You're pretty sure you know where they were coming from, and it doesn't take you long. Yeah, you take a couple of his vegetables left from the meal, and leave them in this area, coax them out, and then just take a pan and bow.
I wouldn't necessarily kill him if he wants them fresh. I'll hand the rat to him.
Oh yeah, then definitely my thumb will just go and click it right there, and I'll just like a normal tiefling.
And any other rats in the area, I'll burn the spell slot. I'm going to use speak with animals, and I'm going to say, stay out of the fucking kitchen.
Okay.
Tell your friends, stay out of the fucking kitchen.
You just see the rat get eaten.
You hear 3 or 4.
I'm just squeaking, pointing at him. Squeak, 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 squeakers, squeaky, squeak 'em. And that's
you hear like 3 or 4 different squeaks and little footsteps seemingly running out.
Yeah, and any of the food waste that I have, like the roots from the onions, I would be scattering outside the kitchen, along the ship. Anytime I'm going, I'm just kind of shaking my robe a little bit and scattering the refuse around.
I get you.
It's for the rats. If you teach them that the food waste is outside the kitchen, they stay out.
And after he gives me the rat, I will be telling him, there was this one time I added honey to the rat beforehand, and it was delicious. Is that like your cooking?
I mean, I can definitely do something with that.
Telling you. And so that ends my little part of this.
So, Seymoure, McKai, are you guys doing anything specific during these last 3 hours on board?
No, I'm just kind of chilling, observing just kind of watching the skeletons, seeing how they're working.
Okay. So, Yoin, you were talking about looking for some kind of magical something on here that may be controlling these skeletons?
That was me, but he did have another notion to where he was looking at the skeletons.
Okay, I mean, if that's something you want to pursue, how would you go about that?
This is out of character, but guys, if we do find something, we could have our own little working crew. Think about it.
Forever.
Skeletons aren't us, right?
Yeah, they're nice.
They're not.
No, they're not our people. I mean,
No.
No.
They're hired ship hands.
Yeah, no. Probably not a good idea to have just a bunch of skeletons following us around all the time.
I mean, I have a
Bad
suggestion.
reputation.
I have a suggestion, and it's just I think
This
the
is
easiest
just
way to
all
figure
out
this
character,
out.
by the way.
No, this is in character. I think we should just ask Tiskus. He seems like a straightforward fella. So I'm going to go talk to Tiskus about it. Is he somewhere in the boat that is not above the boat?
Yeah.
Or like water visible?
He is kind of right above where you guys are. There's a little area on the main deck where he sits and navigates. And
Right. I'm going to go up and I'm going to talk to him. After I found my rats and told them to stay out of the kitchen and tossed away all my refuse and free food to the rats, I'm going to go and talk to him and say, hey, Tiscus, you seem like a nice guy. What's up with these bones? How did you hire them? Do they take money?
Oh, well, you know, when Thaddeus told me to get a skeleton crew, I thought
You went literal?
I thought he meant real skeletons. I didn't know. So it took me a little while, but I found this necromancer in Baldur's Gate that it cost me a little bit more money than I meant to spend, but he made me some skeletons to be my crew.
So how do you control them? Oh, I guess I'm not there. Never mind.
It makes sense to me, and it all seems above the board and legal. So I'm gonna head out of here.
Okay, well, yeah, anytime.
I'll do an insight check. I'll still leave, but I just want to have an idea to see if he's giving me the business or if he's lying to me.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not good. That's an 8.
As you leave, you feel relatively confident that everything is above the board. He didn't give you any reason to be suspicious with him.
All right, sweet. Then on to whoever is. Because I'll just walk out. I'll try to find somebody else. Like I'll just wander around the inside belly of the ship. I'm not going to go. Absolutely, I will not be going above deck.
About that time, you guys hear a bell. Ding, 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 ding. And Captain steps out and he says, "Prepare to dock." At which point, McKai, I'm gonna need you to make me another athletics check to help get this boat docked. Moored, I believe is the word.
Is that a D20?
Yes.
I have a 13 total.
Okay. So you haven't had as much practice getting the boat into dock as you have just working with the sails, but everything goes pretty well. You managed to tie it off. It takes a little bit longer than your average person might do it, but things are fine. The boat is docked, and you guys gather your stuff and head out. You are you are at the docks in the city of Loudwater. And as you step off of the docks, you can see Loudwater is a moderately sized town. Not nearly a city size yet, but they're getting there. 500-600 people-ish in this place. But the docks are pretty active. People are moving. You've got people hauling carts of fish and moving boxes and stuff, loading them into other ships. But as you exit the ship and onto the docks, you can see into the town, and it looks like you've arrived at a pretty fortunate time. It seems like there's some kind of festivities going on in town. You hear a little bit of faint music coming from somewhere in town. You can smell food cooking, lots of happy noises, things like that.
So just to recap, we know, we get here, but we're trying to get somewhere else.
Yes.
Are we meeting someone here to get that money, or was that at the other place?
Yes.
The place we're going.
Here in Loudwater, there is an inn by the name of Lizzie's Boarding House, and Thaddeus has acquired the top floor for you guys to set up shop, and the owner is who you're giving that voucher to.
All right. Do we know where this is? Do we know where the Lizzie's boarding house is? Do we have a map or
no?
Or any? Okay.
All right. I just want to say that's really close to Lizzie Borden. I'm going to be disappointed if she doesn't have an axe.
I thought the same thing the first time he brought the name up.
There better be an axe on the wall.
Okay, so I'll just ask our captain. Tristis,
Discus.
Triscus.
Tiscus. Yeah,
Triscuits.
if he knows where the boarding house is.
Let me see, Lizzie's. Oh, yes, yeah. I know Lizzie's. I came here a couple years ago with my old captain, and he took me there. Lizzie's a fun time. Let me see. Go into town. Head straight from here. Go into town. And then go right. Once you get into the center of town, look to the right. There, unless things have changed, there is an armory on the corner, and then I believe it was 2 or 3 buildings past that on the right-hand side.
Where would the library be?
The library. I couldn't tell you that one. I didn't visit the library while I was here.
And what time of day is it?
It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. Let's just head to the boarding house for now, guys, and then we can go check out the city before we leave.
I follow him.
That seems solid.
Okay.
Seems like a good plan. Hey, is there a mayor, Tiscus?
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, he's not a. I mean, he is a mayor. They call him the Lord. But
All right.
yes.
So there is an official who like operates the way this whole thing works, right?
That's correct.
Thanks. All right. So I'm down to go to find this boarding house wherever it may be.
Okay.
Do we do like a montage where we all hold hands and are skipping down?
So
down.
you guys make your way through
Moth
town.
Moth is about it.
And begin following.
I do it
Triscus'
readily.
directions to the boarding house. As you make your way through town and into the center, the music grows louder, and right in the very center of town, this place is pretty simply laid out. You've got 4 main roads going north, south, east, and west, with a large circular center that has their main market area. But it is currently decked out in all kinds of bright colors.
Oh, hell yeah.
Flags and things like that. You can smell all kinds of food cooking. There's people walking around, chatting, and you can see a few people juggling. There is a carnival of sorts taking place. But I mean, as you pass through, you can see there's plenty of stuff to do. A few of the things that you notice along the way, something about a poetry contest later on. There is goat jousting.
Ooh.
There is a face painting booth. Something about a test your might. You hear a ding in the distance as somebody hits the bell. But you kind of make your way through the festivities. You get a couple of people dancing around you and just laughing, having a good time. But you pass through it for the moment. And as you take a right, you can see, yes, there is the armory on the right-hand side. The sign out front says it's the Feisty Dagger. As you walk past, you can see the sign in the distance for Lizzie's boarding house. So you make your way down. And,
On which road?
this
North, east, south, or west?
This will be the east, on the eastern road.
Okay. On the left or the right side of the road?
On the right side.
All right.
So you enter Lizzie's boarding house, and as soon as you do, you're overwhelmed with this strong scent of perfumes. The lights are a little more dim in here. There's a couple of women of different races walking around. One of them's carrying a tray. One of them is standing in the corner dancing. There's a few men surrounding her, tossing coins. But there is a pretty decent-sized woman, human woman, standing behind the bar. She's doing, cleaning everything, rubbing her glasses clean and stuff. She's got a big wall of alcohol behind her, and then mounted on the wall behind her is this double-headed battle axe.
Perfect.
I appreciate the scenery.
Yes. I will approach.
I can actually see a little bit better in here. It's amazing. But At what cost, man? At what cost? Is it Tuesday, by the way? We need to know what day it is to see how frisky this dagger really is.
Oh no, this is Lizzie's boarding house, not the feisty dagger.
Oh,
But in our terms, it'd be a Wednesday.
it'd be
Uh,
You said
At least-
2 p.m.
yes.
yeah. Damn it,
Nice.
guys. We didn't come in during the rush hour. God damn it.
Cool. Yeah, I will approach who I'm assuming is Lizzie.
All right. As you approach, she sets down her glass and puts her broad shoulders, big hands out onto the table, onto the bar in front of her, and she says, "You boys here for a room, for a girl, or both?"
We were sent by the Albert Express.
Her gruff demeanor lightens just a little bit, and she says, "Oh yeah, okay. I got the letter from Thaddeus a couple days ago. We got the upstairs cleared out for you." She hands you 4 keys, just kind of bound together with some twine. She says, "There's 4 different rooms up there, that you guys can choose from, and then at the end of the hall we've got another open room that's kind of set up as a little office for you guys." And then she hands you another, slightly larger key for that one.
Okay.
But
And Thaddeus also gave me this, and I'll slide over the voucher.
she says, "Oh yeah, okay. Hang on." And she turns and she kind of walks around the bar and into the back room.
Out of character, do you guys want a general party fund, or do you want me to divide everything up?
Moth does not understand currency. He knows that things cost money, and he's trying to figure that out. He's spending a lot of time spending money on stuff that he doesn't know what it's for. I
At
say
any
if you
point,
guys...
we need something for the group, you can just dip into that.
Yeah, I'll
I
go
like
that
that
way.
one.
I don't really care that much.
Yeah, hold it.
Okay.
I would spend it all on something stupid.
Okay, I will hold the money then.
All right. She comes back and she's got 2 pretty decent sized little bags for you. One of them, she says, "All right, this is the." She said, "This is 500 gold pieces," and then this, I was told to specifically give you from Thaddeus. She holds out the other one, and you can tell it's not just like a regular bag. This one actually has a nice ornate-looking face on it. She opens it up and she reaches her hand in, like seemingly to her elbow, and she pulls out like a handful of gemstones and trinkles them back into the bag. And she said, "Thaddeus told me to give you this bag of holding for help along the way."
Okay, so I will take that. And just question, is it a 500, 1,000, or 1,500 pound bag of holding?
The 1,000. She says, "If there's anything you guys need, anything you want to know about the town, the island, we bartenders.
What's going on out there?"
See a lot of faces here, a lot of things. Well, things are seemingly pretty good. You talking about the carnival?
I guess. Well, I don't know what... There's a lot of lights,
Yeah.
sounds, and smells out there.
Yeah. She says once every 8 years we have a carnival in celebration for the harvests and things like that, going back thousands of years, I think. But we've got all kinds of games and prizes, shows.
And 8 years? Sorry about that.
Every 8 years.
All right. And what's the festival called?
Yeah, we call it the Midsummer Festival.
Oh,
We're gonna die.
I mean,
Jason, there's that optimism I love.
One of us will be converted, and the rest will die.
I will agree. Out of character, I will agree with Bill on the fact we need to know what's going on. But since my character is a monk and has a little bit more flavor, I would like my character to try to describe what's going on. Would that be totally cool?
Yeah, well, I want to hear how you would describe it to Moth, because I really don't know what this is. I've
So-
been a hermit, for most, like, this is all about out of character. Moth has been a hermit for almost 110 years. He's recently come out because he's got a mission from the trees.
You understand infernal, right? Do you have that as a language? Like, what
Are
do
you
you
asking me
understand?
in character or out of character?
Out of character.
I do not.
Okay.
Languages I know. I can send a message or whatever.
Yeah, definitely
Common,
send me a message.
halfling, druidic, those things.
Then I'll just explain it to you in common. And I'll try to correlate the fact of whenever our tribes get together and have their little competitions between each other and everything, how people bring food from each of their regions and all that. Just give it a correlation and then tell you that these people collect rocks and stones to be able to participate in it. And then that's whenever you hear a little bit of a mumbled, like it's kind of exhausting to think about gold and that kind of stuff.
I agree. I like bartering for things. I'm real good at trying to do things. You know, my elder person once said, "You stay out of the trash, or we're gonna kick you out of this tribe." And I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming somebody wants trash or somebody wants something, and I got to stay out of it. So, do you think
What
I
a
could?
great wisdom. What great
Think I could
wisdom.
hit my way out of a game to get a sandwich? Nah. I mean,
Bet
and
you could
Moth is
bribe
gonna
one of
fold
these
his
people.
Moth is gonna fold his arms and he's gonna take a pipe out from his cloak and chew on it a little bit. Nothing's lit, but he's chewing on it.
As you guys are having this conversation, you just see Seymoure start to put more and more things into this bag that had the face on it. To the
My
point that
eyes
he
see
no
him
longer
do it,
has
but
his
say
backpack
nothing.
on.
So what game do you guys want to do first?
What all games were there?
I'm pretty interested in that goat jousting. I want to see how you get a whole lance attached to a goat.
They have goat jousting.
Yeah. You didn't see that
on the goat
flyer?
too.
No. I'm saying no. I want to see how they get a goat to hold a lance. I think that's hilarious with the little hooves. They can't hold a lance. That's gotta be funny.
Probably just tie it to it.
Oh.
Oh.
And yeah, he'll sit back with that and just stroke his chin a little.
Do you think they burned the poker at the end to get through the goat?
Ow! Why would you do that to a goat? That poor goat.
You're already jousting the goat. Where are we jousting this thing to?
That's true. I don't know. I just wanted to go and see him try to put armor on a goat, have little hooves hold him.
Hey, Lidzy.
Yeah.
What all games are outside? What are some of the festival games?
Oh Lord, let's see. This year we've got. She pulls out a list, like a piece of paper out of her back pocket. She says there's the ring toss, catch the dragon by the tail. She said at 5 o'clock we've got the poetry contest. At 6 o'clock is goblin wrestling. And at 7 o'clock we have the giant goat jousting.
Giant?
Goats.
Yeah, giant goats. And
They're already so big.
she says
They're giant goats.
There's,
I want to see the goblin wrestling and the jousting now.
there's
Yeah.
guest
Ooh, me
defenders
too.
on the cockatrice. Outstare the cyclops. There's something called walk the plank. There's a test your might. There's she said if you hurry, they're in about 20 minutes they're gonna start the pie eating contest. And they've got a rope climb challenge.
I have a question about the landscape,
Okay.
real quick. More specifically, the room we're in. Are there any windows that are open?
Yeah. You're on the
There's
bottom
ventilation?
floor. You're on
Yeah,
the
so
bottom
there's
floor of Lizzie's. Yeah, right here next to the bar, and next to the door, there's a pretty decent sized window, looking out. It's cracked about 6 inches right now, and there's 2 more in the back of the room up against that wall.
All right. Well, Moth. This is now I guess not in character, but being inside for this long and a relatively enclosed space. It begins to smell like this room is unoccupied and has been for decades. And you kind of realize that when you're around Moth, the general smell is of just old, uninhabited rooms.
Moth just smells musty and dirty.
Yeah, just not even dirty, but just like when you walk into a room that's just been shut off for years, and it's like, ooh, that's
Still
got
air.
just stale,
I know what you're talking
musty
about.
air. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the general smell whenever we're inside a confined space. Just coming from old Moth over here.
If you guys want to head out, if anybody wants to participate in the pie eating contest, that'll be the first place you probably want to go, and then you've got about an hour to kill before the goblin or before the poetry contest, and then after that is the goblin wrestling, and then the goat jousting. But the carnival's going to be here tomorrow as well if you don't get to everything.
So which one of you guys is the poet?
Before she leaves, she says, "Oh hey," or before you leave, Lizzie goes, "Oh hey, but before you go trying to do any of this, make sure you stop by and talk to the guys at the Feisty Dagger. They're selling the tickets for all of this stuff."
The Feisty Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
right.
it's a Wednesday. What time is it right now, guys? What time is it?
Like 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Still 2. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, Wednesday.
It's 2:30. We'll say it took us 30 minutes to get over there.
Get over there, talk to her, put all your stuff up.
Probably an hour goes by.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 o'clock.
So, just
Because we have been sitting here just chatting.
By the time you get, is anybody?
Last little bit of flavor.
Okay.
I wanted to do.
Sorry.
Was I take the bag of holding, and I fold it up, and I put it in my mouth.
You put it in your
Interesting
mouth?
choice.
Yes.
All right.
Because
What
I
else
don't
goes
need to
in that mouth?
breathe,
Or
so I can just leave it in there.
Yeah.
Nature's
And
natural
it won't
pocket.
get stolen.
Nature's pocket.
Nice.
True.
Okay.
So pretty much all of my shit is in there now.
So are any of you interested in the pie eating contest?
No.
I'm
still
interested.
that.
Does necrotic damage count as eating?
No.
No.
No. But what if it's done by spores?
No. You have to physically masticate, swallow,
Damn it.
ingest.
Fine. I was gonna have some fun with that one, but
Could you
the
do the
rules are
inside of
rules.
your mouth and close your mouth and try to trick people while as the spores are doing that and just try to, like you're
Nah,
slipping on
they're
pipe?
just around. They're not really in my mouth.
Ah, crap.
I wanted to do the staring contest with the Cyclops.
I don't want to do the goat jousting. I want to go look at the goat jousting. I want to watch that, and I want to watch the goblin wrestling. I feel like that's fun.
Okay.
And
I
I
feel
feel
like,
like I'd
yeah.
have a good time staring with a staring contest with a Cyclops.
On
I don't
day
know.
one, I want to
I
look
might
at
actually
stuff.
do the goblin wrestling.
I want to
So
see how it goes.
that's why
so
you
I
guys can be
prepare.
there, is to cheer me on.
Okay.
And then again, the Lizzie's. What was the dimensions of the building?
Lizzie's is it's a pretty decent sized building. It's a brothel / inn. It's got three,
Nice.
It's got 3 stories. You guys are currently occupying the top story. Second story.
My
is
character's never gonna
Alright.
leave now.
Never.
But I'm trying to think. Picture best point of reference I can think of. Picture just about any one of the inns from Skyrim, and
Okay.
and then double the size.
All right.
So
Got you.
It's a pretty decent sized little place.
So like a classic longhouse.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So you guys head on out, I assume?
Yeah.
So nobody's interested in the eating contest, right? And that's
No.
fine.
I'm still
just
full.
curious.
That rat was delicious. I ate 3 of them on the ship, okay? I can't help it. I won't be able to win. But you guys? Who has the biggest stomach here? We
I
can
think
either...
Tommy's Victor.
Can anyone sign up? Can we, conjure a gorilla and, have him eat for us instead?
No.
What if I had 3 of me?
Uh,
I
Could
mean,
3 of me do the same
Think
thing
about
and
it.
count as my actions?
I mean, it's possible.
I think
Like you can literally create duplicates of yourself, or
Let me read up on it and I'll get back to you.
okay, yeah, because I'd need to know how you're
No, I
how
can't.
you're doing it.
No, I can't.
I was gonna
you
say
can't
I
you can't
cannot.
make them eat.
if they're just
Nope.
illusions.
I can't even use a
no.
spell. I didn't read the thing correctly. This is the wrong spell.
Oh.
No.
My bad.
Okay, so if nobody's doing the eating contest until the poetry contest begins, you can participate in some of the smaller games going around. There's the ring toss, catch a dragon by the tail, guess the feathers on the cockatrice, outstare the cyclops, walk the plank, test your might, and the rope climb.
I'll get the count the feathers on the cockatrice. I instantly I start walking towards.
Okay.
Do we need to buy tickets for these
Uh, well, yes.
at the dagger?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Yeah, I want to do
I
that one as
I
well.
I vote we nominate one person to go because I'm pretty sure this is going to be a line, isn't there? There should be lines to this.
Yeah, some of them
So
might
one
have lines,
person
but
go collect them.
We can all go. We'll all be there, but we don't all have to stand in line. So what all do we want to do? Because I want to do the Cyclops and the cockatrice. Sean, you want to do the cockatrice.
Yes.
I would like to do. I think I would have a fun time staring at a cyclops.
Oh
So
God.
you're gonna try that as well.
Mhm.
I'll try that with him.
So it's 3 for Cyclops, 2 for cockatrice. Jason, you want to do anything?
I'm gonna wrestle a goblin.
Oh yeah.
that one will be later, but you can go sign up for it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Are you only doing the Cyclops, Moth?
Yeah, I think that's the only one I'm interested in participating in. Maybe the strength contest with the hitting thing with a bell. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do the strength contest and the staring at a cyclops.
Okay.
Wasn't there a ring toss one too?
Yeah.
I'll do that
Mhm.
one too.
All right. You head to the Feisty Dagger. You see a woman posted up outside with the ticket booth, whom you approach. And she smiles at you kindly as you approach her. And she says, "Y'all here for some tickets?"
Yep.
All right. Well, you get 10 tickets for 1 gold piece.
How much is each game?
Most of the games are going to cost you one ticket. If you're doing any of the arena fights, the jousting, the wrestling, things like that, I believe they're either 2 or 3 tickets. I don't remember how much they charge this year.
I'll just give her 2 gold pieces for 20 tickets. That should be plenty for us.
She says, "All right, well, 2 gold coins. That gives you 20 tickets. Here you go." She hands them over to you, and she says, "If y'all compete in that poetry contest this year, make sure you got somebody good. I hear the guy that got competing is the same one that won last year, and man, it was so beautiful. It almost made me cry."
Mm. Not my cup of tea, but noted.
So you guys can head off and do your thing. Tell me what you want to do.
Let's go to the cockatrice first, because I think 3 of us want us to do that. Or no, 2 of us want to do it. Yeah, let's go to the cockatrice first.
All right, you guys head over, and you see there's there's a cockatrice posted up in this little cage. Well, not really a little cage. These things are pretty big. I don't know if you know what a cockatrice looks like, but this thing is kind of like a dinosaur crossed with an emu, which is already kind of a dinosaur.
Just like a bigger emu.
Yeah, it looks pretty terrifying at times. Looks like a pretty vicious predator. But there is a pretty gruff looking dwarf standing outside the cage, and he's got a small little wooden mallet in his hand. And he says, you hear him kind of chanting, "Guess the number of feathers. Guess the number of feathers on the cockatrice. Any takers? Any takers? Just
Yeah,
one ticket
I'll walk.
to guess.
I'll walk up. I'll take a guess. I hand him the ticket.
He says, all right. You want to take a guess? Go for it. How many feathers are on the cockatrice?
Okay.
You get 3
Can I
guesses.
get 3 guesses. Will you tell me if I'm high or low?
Make me a persuasion check. This will be contested.
3.
Ooh. His 4 just beats you. He says, I'm sorry. You just get a yes or a no.
Okay. I want to make. Let's try like a nature check first to guess the feathers.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that nature check will work just fine for me.
Try the nature check first. That's a nat 1.
Damn.
Oof.
3.
Fatality.
He just kind of looks at you and he says, look, I know you're joking, but you just wasted one of your guesses, man. Come on, be serious.
All right. This time I'll use perception.
Okay.
All right. That is a 6 plus 6. So
All right.
5,500.
He says, no, I'm sorry.
At this moment, I would like to cast Unseen Servant and have my Unseen Servant go count the feathers on that cockatoo as he's guessing.
Cockatrice.
Cockatrice.
It's just a shame you can't communicate with your unseen servant.
I'll have him write it on the ground or something.
It's gonna
Okay.
take forever.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. He says you got one last guess. Make it a good one.
My last guess, I got a 16 on perception.
All right. That'll pass. By the way.
Yeah. So I guess a number.
All right. He says, well, it took you long enough to do it, but I don't even know how you managed to get it. But he says, yep, 7,892. Counted it myself. So he
What
says,
do I win?
He turns around and he reaches out. He says, you got 2 choices of how you can do this. He says you can reach in and just pick something yourself, or I can pick you something out of the bigger box, and it'll be the surprise.
Right. What do I see on the, I guess, smaller shelf?
Make me a perception check, because it is a little bit far away.
Dice ran away from me. 15.
Oh shit, I grabbed the wrong book. Okay, so in the smaller little prize box, you can see it looks like there's about 8 different items scattered in here, but you can only make out 5 or 6 of them. One of them is some kind of wand. One of them is just a small little pouch with something in it. There is a small little vial with some kind of pink, like sparkly powder. There is a bottle of wine labeled Sandstorm wine. There's what looks like a unicorn horn, and
That was 5.
like a little toy spider of some sort.
I'll take a random item out of the big box then. Yep.
All right. In which case, he walks out with a box that's got like a little hole in it, and you kind of reach your hand in, jiggle it around, and you reach in and grab something. Your hand kind of wraps around it, and you pull it out, and it is a tiny little mechanical crab. It seems to not be moving currently, but it's just a tiny little mechanical crab. And he says, "Oh yeah, that's a neat little toy to play some tricks on some people." He says, close your eyes, you guys. Don't look at it. Close your eyes." And as soon as you close your eyes, you can feel it, like it starts squirming and kind of flips itself over and crawls up your arm a little bit and stops on your shoulder. And he says, it won't move if you're looking at it, but it's a fun little toy to play with, don't you think?
Yeah. I will. Yeah. Cool. I'll just walk away or walk back towards the group.
All right.
Say who's next.
So it's like a weeping angel, I think they're called.
Yes. Only way less scary.
Or threatening.
All right. Yoin, you were the other one wanting to do the cockatrice, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you stepping up right now?
Has my unseen servant come back yet and told me the number?
No, not yet.
Or I guess written?
Not yet.
I'll just wait. I'll wait until I get the number back then.
Okay. In which case, while he's doing that, you guys can make your way over towards the staring contest with the Cyclops.
Cool.
As you head that way, McKai, you head to the ring toss.
All right.
As you approach the ring toss, there's a young elven girl standing there, barking. Come to the ring toss. 1 ticket for 3 rings. See what you can do.
While this is going on, I would like to stop and ask old Yoin if I would just like to have a conversation with him real quick. This is probably after your whole bout. I would like to ask real quick, what is poetry? You seem like you would know.
No, I am a monk, so I mean there would be a little bit of knowledge therefore. I explain it's like the cadences of our tribe as they walk through the forests or the plains, as we hunt the buffalo and gather the materials to build our weapons and forge, as a hymn or cadence. I think that would be more known as a tiefling understanding of music and everything.
So some kind of like rhythmic.
Well, you know how tieflings are more tribal, so we gather around and make music in festive civilization with our family members and everything. This is just a more widespread of it. Poetry is the expression of oneself with what they have experienced, as in shooting.
I know I know what I'm going to enter the hell out of that.
That's how I would see it, because I mean there would be correlations to it, but like the truth, that's where I would think that it would be connective.
I think I'll take part in that one too.
We have McKai. You're at the ring toss, right?
Yay, it's McKai's turn.
McKai, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
All right,
I blame
so
Tommy anyways.
You'll hand over your ticket. She'll give you the 3 rings. And she says, you land 2 of your rings, you get a prize. You get all 3 of your rings, you get 2 prizes. So, you're just going to make me a straight dexterity check here.
Dexterity check. That's just a regular D20, nothing special. Anything else, right?
Well, for you, yeah, because you don't have a dex modifier.
A 10.
A 10. So you throw
10 butts.
Oh, that's too short.
Oh, was that the first toss?
Yes.
All right, so do it again. Damn, a 7.
Oh, this one you threw too far to the left.
All right, my last one. Oh god, I got a 3.
You just toss it basically in the dirt. It slips out of your fingers as you go to throw it and hits the dirt.
Sounds like it would be in real life.
She just kind of shakes her head. She says, "Well, I'm sorry, baby. Maybe next time."
Swing and a miss.
I'll take a try, and I'll look at Moth. Watch this. Tiefling knowledge. And so I'll give the ticket
Buddy.
and get... What?
You got this, buddy.
Oh, thank you. So I'll take it, put one of the rings, push one ring behind my back pocket, and then make minor illusion of a ring put that illusion into into the hand back. Throw the first one at the first real one. I'll throw it just
Okay.
throw it.
Let me make sure I'm clear on this. So you're gonna use minor illusion to create an extra ring
Yes,
and pocket.
but I'm gonna pocket the first ring. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna throw a real ring first, and if it doesn't make it, then I'm gonna throw the illusion one.
Throw your first real ring.
All right, guys, let's do this. Is there any modifiers?
Whatever your dexterity modifier is.
Whatever my dexterity. Okay. So I get a total of 8.
All right. So your first one just thuds into the dirt off to the right. You whiffed it.
I wink at the group, take my second one, and throw it to make sure it lands on one of the tops.
This is your second real one.
This is my second real one.
Okay. So throw that one.
This one is going to be 15.
Oh, that one hits one of the
Damn.
rings and
Hell
kind of
yeah.
spirals a little bit and then falls off right in between.
Oh.
Ah,
What?
Just missed.
He pulled a bill on us.
God. Okay, I'm having a little bit of a smirk, thinking, oh, this is gonna be great. Throw my non-real illusion ring.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Come on. Do I get any advantages since it is my illusion?
You know what? Instead of your dexterity, I will let you use your arcana if you would like. Because
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do the arcana. I'll do that definitely. 5 plus. Yeah, damn straight. Come on. 18 plus 5. Ah!
Bam.
Okay.
So we get 23 at the end.
You throw your illusory ring, and it flies true. And as it heads towards the little spikes, it kind of through one, and then rings itself around the center one. But because of my 18 on my dice, she sees this, and she says, "What do you think you're playing at?"
Rings.
All right.
Don't you
Persuasion.
come in here trying to use magic like this. You're cheating, and you're gonna get kicked out. She says, "Give me your last ring."
So I give the last ring.
She says, "Don't be."
Damn.
Yeah. She says, "We don't take kindly to that here."
So that's tiefling culture.
Just
I like it.
out of my ring toss.
I give the ring back. Damn it.
On to the staring contest.
So yes, so you guys make your way to the staring contest. There is a little tent set up over next to one of the food stands, and you can see there's a small line. You got to wait just a couple of minutes, but it doesn't take very long. There is a cyclops sitting under this tent. He's pretty decent size, probably 8.5 feet tall, big bulky guy. He's got long, shaggy, dark brown hair, and he's just sitting there in his at his table, just staring straight ahead at everybody that comes in. As far as you can tell, there are 5 people in line in front of you when you get in line, and none of them have been able to beat this guy yet. The second guy got really close, like it was a real close match, but nobody else really has seemed to manage it yet. So, who's gonna go first?
Oh, you, Moth.
Oh no, after you.
Okay.
All right. So
And I'll go up
the
and-
Barker that's there. He says, one ticket gets the chance to stare at the Cyclops. You win, you get a prize.
Cool. Give him a ticket.
So, you're gonna sit down. The Cyclops steadies himself, and he looks at you, and you hear the Barker, and he says, "Prepare and begin." So
Yeah, I don't need to blink.
Right. So you're gonna make me a Constitution check with advantage.
Constitution check, Constitution saving throw.
Just a check.
Okay.
It's a
Save.
contested roll.
Well,
You say 12?
yeah, it did not roll well.
Okay, well, you still beat him.
Good, because I don't need to blink.
I know.
That's why I did this.
So, but yeah, I mean, so he rolled with advantage. He rolled with disadvantage because of it.
Okay.
So yeah, he strains and strains. Like after like a good 3 minutes, you can see his eyes start to water, and he's shaking a little bit. And he finally just goes and blinks real heavy. The Barker goes, "Winner!"
Woo.
I whisper to Moth, they don't know it's because of what he is, not because of his strength or anything. It's kind of cute.
Oh. So all I gotta do is this guy just has to blink at me first, right?
Yeah, totally. I think I believe so.
So, do you want to choose your prize, or would you like another random one?
I'll take a random one.
All right. In this case, you get a small little glass vial
Of crabs.
filled with some kind of person or creature's nail trimmings. It's really gross.
That must be for their seasoning.
Okay.
So that's where the tang in Old Bay comes from.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So who is next in line?
Ooh, it's me.
It's him.
All right. And Moth will open his pale blue eyes as wide as he possibly can and begin staring at this thing.
Remember, Moth, everything I taught you.
Make me your Constitution check.
All right. That is a 16.
All right. So you stare and stare.
And the whole time I'm staring, in a voice only he can hear inside his own head, I'm just going to be saying, blink, 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 blink.
He's kind of
Well, in the
strained
background, you
already
just hear
from
me
the last
cheering for
one,
you.
from fighting for so long. And you see
And then,
his head kind
if
of
I
tilt a
may,
little bit.
could I cast Charm Person?
I don't think.
No,
Go
Moth.
there, Bill.
No.
If you'd
Don't go the way.
Don't be cheap.
If you'd like, you can, I believe, attempt Charm Person.
I would love to. I would like to get a Wisdom saving throw from him.
All right.
Like an actual size Cyclops, or just like a person that looks like a Cyclops?
Just a guy dressed in a Cyclops mask.
That'd be funny and awesome.
Right.
Well, if it's an actual Cyclops, charm person will work.
I was gonna say this is a regular Cyclops, so his Wisdom saving throw is null.
Okay,
So you
then
attempt your Charm Person, and you can feel the spell doesn't even seem to take effect.
Ow. I'm still going to be saying blink, but only he can hear it. And I'm just going to try to keep staring.
When the spell ends, it knows it was charmed by you, but I'm not sure if he's aware that you tried to charm him.
If the spell fizzles, I don't think he knows.
That's what I was thinking. So you're lucky there. But due to your mental pressure and the fact that he strained so hard on that last one, he cracks.
That's what I thought.
And you've managed to get him to blink. And the Barker goes, "Winner!" And he looks at the Cyclops and he kind of sneers at him like, "Get your shit together, man." And the Cyclops turns around, he grabs a bucket of water and starts splashing it on his face, and blinking real hard, and he gets up and kind of jumps around a little bit, psyching himself back up. Would you like to choose your prize or get a random pick?
What prize are there?
Well, there is a small prize box that has a handful of options. You can make me a perception check to see what you can see in there.
I think my passive perception's pretty high, if I'm remembering correctly. What is it? 10 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier? And that is a 21 for me for passive.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, I fucking added the wrong number. My bad.
I was going to
Nope.
say, I have 21 and I had to do a feat to get that.
18
Nope, I added wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, 18 is still pretty damn good.
Mhm.
So you can see there are 8 different objects in here.
I'll reach in the grab bag and grab one.
One of the ones that you get to pick,
Ooh,
or the
yeah.
the random.
You describe the ones I get to pick.
Well, okay. So out of the 8, you can see there's some kind of wooden box. It's just a small rectangular box with what looks to be like a ceramic bottom on it. There is a wand of some sort, a small vial of pink sparkly powder, a bottle of something labeled Sandstorm wine, a what looks to be a unicorn horn, a jar of some kind of paint, a small toy spider, and a hand puppet that looks like a wizard.
I would take the unicorn horn. Moth would take the unicorn horn.
Okay.
I would have grabbed this.
As you reach in, you grab the unicorn horn, you pick it up, and you feel it's lighter, it almost feels papery, and you shake it a little bit, and there's something inside. You turn it over and lift up a little flap, and there's candy in there.
Yeah, so not a real unicorn horn.
Mm-mm.
Moth is very relieved, visibly.
Yeah, it's not a real unicorn horn. It also has a small string attached to the bottom if you wanted to wear it as a horn.
Ooh. Huh. Moth is going to save this for later.
Okay.
My Little Pony.
I want to go again because I got a bullshit prize.
Well, you can go for as many tickets as you got. There's also other ways to get prizes from other games.
I would like enough tickets to go compete in this poetry contest, please and thank you.
Yoin, you are next in line for the Cyclops. So you step up, you hand the guy your ticket, and he says, "Good luck. Get a prize if you win. Make me a Constitution check. Just a D20 plus your Constitution."
All right, one moment. And I get a net 1.
Oh. So you get up there and like he says, "Ready? Go." And then you sneeze. And he just laughs. He's like, "Oh, man. Tough luck. Try again next time. Bring a ticket. You can do it again."
That one's better. That's 16 plus my. What did you say the modifier would be?
Your Constitution modifier.
Constitution. Oh, then it's just 16.
All right.
Hey, he cut in line.
So, you hand him another ticket. You sit back down, and you're like, "All right." You stare. Good 2.5 minutes go by, and he pounds the table with his hand real hard, but you don't flinch. And then he finally blinks.
Thank God.
And the guy goes, "We got a winner." You want to pick your own prize or get a random one?
Let's get a random one. Let's go with the pattern. Everyone's getting a random one. I'll get a random one.
All right. Well, you reach in and you find a small little cardboard box, and inside is a set of bone dice. On each of them, on the side that would normally be a 6, is a skull.
Oh. Oh no. What does this do?
I think they're just dice.
I look at the troll. What does this do?
They're dice. They do dice things.
I want to do the staring contest again.
I want to do the staring contest.
Okay, Seymoure, you can. You'll sit down, hand over your ticket, and sit down and try again. Constitution check.
17.
All right, that one is a winner. You finally managed to get him to blink.
I got to blink last time.
Barker says, "Winner."
Cool. Yep, I'll take a random prize.
You want a random one?
Yeah.
All right. This is a small. You reach in and you pull out what looks like a small lantern, about like a half the size of a normal sized lantern. But inside of it, instead of a flame, is a little mechanical canary, and it chirps just a little bit in a seemingly friendly way.
Cool. That is better than a jar full of nail clippings.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right, and
Then I'll give Mikhail a ticket.
yeah, and
Or
he wants
him
to
to
do
do the
the
staring
staring contest as well, so he'll sit down next. Make me a Constitution check.
All right. So on mine is just a normal throw, right?
Do you not have a Constitution modifier?
Oh, let me
Plus
go on.
2.
What's 2, Jason?
Okay. So I have 16.
All right.
16 bots.
All right. So you sit down. Good 2.5 minutes go by. He blinks right before you felt like you were going to. He feels such relief, but you managed to beat him. Just
Oh, yeah.
half a second longer, and he would have had you.
I just look at the barker, I'm like, you guys need to get a better guy for this.
He says,
But not.
I don't know what happened. Everybody else was losing. You guys seem to be a little better at this.
It's too
We got wet
good.
eyes. Wet eyes.
So do you want a random prize, or do you want to pick one out of the smaller box?
I have no idea what I want to do. You know what? Give me a random one.
All right.
Everybody's been going random.
In which
Bill
case,
did. He got candy.
Where would it be, dude?
you reach in and you pull out a book.
Ooh.
Looking at the title, it says "The Hero's Journey" on the cover. You just kind of flip through it real quick, but you notice once you get towards the end, it looks like there's probably about 12 pages that have been ripped out of the back side of this book. Like the last chapter, maybe even the last 2 chapters are just missing.
You can't give me a book without the last 2 chapters. That's the best part.
I
Or
don't know what to
is
tell
it?
ya. It's the random box. That's what happens.
That's just a lost and found.
That's what it sounds like.
It's just a magical lost and found box. Okay. So the poetry contest is about to start. It is 2 tickets to participate in the poetry contest.
2 tickets, please.
How many tickets do we have left?
I think we have 6 now.
We've used 12.
No,
We have 8
8.
left.
All right, so 2 tickets
Yep.
to Moth. Contest will begin in about 10 minutes. There will be a total of 5 rounds. Best 3 out of 5 wins. Take some
Ah,
time.
crap. I only got 1 poem.
Come up with some poems real quick.
All right, guys. Roses are red, violets are blue. How about that? You think that'll win?
It's accurate.
Or think that'll win?
I feel like you should go the intro to 8 Mile. I think that'll win you.
God, that went through my head whenever I was changing out. Whenever I was listening to it and changing out the laundry, I'm like, oh God, someone needs to do that. Oh God, that's
Great
great.
minds think alike.
That's why we chose Tieflings, man. I mean, think about it. Think about it.
All right.
Oh man, that was perfect.
So, there are 2 other contestants, and they're going to be going before you, so you have a minute to continue to prepare your poems.
Right.
But the first one steps up, and he begins to write to tell his poetry, and as soon as he
Recite.
begins speaking, there you go. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. As soon as he begins speaking, he vomits quite heavily on the stage and just runs off.
Feel it.
They
Man, tough crowd.
they step on stage. They're like, "All right, hang on. We gotta give us just a minute. We gotta clean this up." So they pause things for a minute. So there's just the one other guy now, and he steps out on stage, and everybody's like, "Oh, you hear the whispers," and they're like, "Oh, it's so and so and so." And they say, all right, read your poem, and He's like, yes, thank you. And he walks off stage. And he says, all right, our next reader, which would be you.
Aye.
So you're going to make me a performance check.
Oh, this is not going to be great at all. But I actually have a poem I wrote. Oof. I think that's a 3.
Ooh.
That is a 3. All right, I'm ready.
Whenever you are.
And Moth he'll straighten out his mustache as far as it'll go, and push out his beard. Try to stand up on something tall if he can find something like a stool. Make himself a little bit taller. And he puts one hand behind his back and his other at about belly button area, and he says, "I am Moth. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues. I mean you no harm, I most truly do not. But you mean no harm, and yet you've choked the trees' lungs. I am here to warn you, the trees they will come. And when they do, stone will rot. 150 years, the trees come home. Survive you may, if your actions soon stop. If they don't, you all may rot." And he'll give a bow.
There are like two people that very slowly just kind of like 2 or 3 times and then silence.
That's about how it goes usually.
Then you see
So
my
far,
guy
so
just
good.
clapping as loud as it can. Yeah, another.
And he's just like happy. He just kind of bounces off whatever stool he was on and is just bounce along off the stage.
All right. So the other man comes up again, and it's clear he's winner of round 1. He steps up again.
All right.
And okay. So he steps up and he says, "This is a new one of mine." And he begins. "The dead swans lay in the stagnant pool. They lay, they rotted, they turned around occasionally. Bits of flesh dropped off them from time to time and sank into the pool's mire. They also smelt a great deal." And someone, you hear silence for a second in the audience, and someone just goes, "What?" And then he turns and he kind of shrugs his shoulders a bit and walks off the stage.
Did you yell nerd, Bill?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Gotta cut out. That's all I had to ask.
Yeah. So you just hear Moth go, "Nerd."
I agree.
Alright. So, make me another performance check for round 2.
All right, let's see how I do. Hopefully better than round fucking 1. Hey, that's an 18 on the dice, but it comes out to be a 17.
Ah.
Alright, very nice. Give us your poem.
Hang on a second, one second. I need to get my pages right. "Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. So take the seed. I guess it's all that you need. The elder told me, go and spread the word. Let it be done and let it be heard. So I ran back into town and didn't want to let the elder down. So I told everyone, hey, we need to plant this seed in the middle of town. Everyone was still confused until after I explained. So then the seed was planted without being abstained. I grabbed some water, poured on the seed, and everyone watched the tree start to breed."
What kind of breeding does this tree do?
Don't worry about it. It's plant stuff, man.
Intimate kind.
You got me excited.
Photosynthesis.
Lots of cheers from the audience on this one. A couple of people stand up and start clapping. You hear one of them actually sniffle a little bit.
I'm crying and shaking and being like, yes!
And he said, the announcer, "We have a clear winner for round 2. And the other guy steps out for round 3. Oh my lord! That one was he rolled a nat 1 on that one. So
he drops out.
He seems to be getting a little desperate. He steps out on stage and he's a little sweaty, and he looks a little shifty-eyed for a minute, and he's like, he doesn't know what to do, and he just goes, "There once was a man from Nantucket," and the announcer just kicks him in the back and like knocks him off the stage, and he's like, "No." And he points at you, and he goes, "We got a winner."
And as I'll respectfully say, like, all right, good poems, nice. Then as I take whatever prize I get, I'm gonna just look at the crowd and I'm gonna say, "You all have been warned. I've done my job."
I think I remember a historical poem about this once. Now that I heard the words and it jingled in my mind.
Would you
What is that?
would you like to pick a prize or do a random one?
I'll go for a random one this time.
All right,
I feel like it should be a better prize since this was an actual competition.
it should be.
I poemed the shit out of that. I wrote that first one like on the spot when you first mentioned there was a poetry thing.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I gotta go to my.
I see you got a lot of inspiration there, though.
Oh yeah, no, I built this character to be the Lorax.
These are better prizes, as a matter of fact. This one is, excuse me. Where is it? There it is. This one is, well, it's just a normal potion of healing.
Oh,
All right.
Take that.
You have won a potion of healing. After the poetry contest, up next, I believe, was Goblin Wrestling.
Yeah, I'm
Can we
excited to
do
watch this.
Yes.
Can we
Is
do
there
the
anybody
strength?
signing up for the Goblin Wrestling, or are you just going to watch it?
I just
Jason
wanna
wants
watch.
do it.
I think I'm gonna go root on Jason.
I'm gonna go on it.
All right, Kai is going to sign up.
I will.
for the
I'll go
Goblin
over, but I want to ask the announcer a question first before we do it.
Wrestling.
So
Okay,
how many tickets is it?
So it is 2 tickets for the Goblin Wrestling.
Okay.
All right, who's all going for it? Is all of us going for it, or
McKay wants to sign up to actually participate. It seems like Moth and Seymoure are just going to spectate. Would you like to sign up or just watch?
I'll sign up. I'll sign up.
Okay.
If you're signing up, I'll do something else.
Hell yeah, you guys got this. I believe in you. I'm interested to see this fight.
All right. So, the two of you head to the stands. Yoin and McKai head towards the announcer, telling him you want to sign up. You give him your tickets. He points you over towards another guy in the corner, and you walk up to him. He's just a pretty average-looking half-elf guy, kind of dressed in farm clothes. But he says, "All right, so you guys are each going up against 2 goblins apiece. Who wants to go first?"
Is it just like a straight up fight?
Yeah, I mean the way it'll work is just gonna be a contested strength check between the 2 of them.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then,
okay.
Yeah, I'll just kind of narrate how that goes.
Who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
You'll do it. All right.
Okay.
And in the background, do you just hear the Mortal Kombat theme song? Do 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 do
Alright.
do do.
McKai
Hell yeah, dude.
steps up first, and he says, "All right, give it about 5 more minutes, and we'll begin." So you stand around for a minute. And he says, he comes up to you, or he walks out. He says, "Everybody, gather round for the start of the Goblin Wrestling match. Everybody knows the rules here. 2 goblins, 1 man. Last one standing, or first one down is the loser."
Cool.
He says, "Our first contestant is McKai," and he points your direction, so you can kind of step out towards the center of the field. Or the
My
arena.
guy's just shake or waving, like he owns the place.
And he points to the other side of the arena, and he says, "And here come our 2 goblins. And fight!"
Is there betting? Can I bet?
Oh, dude.
Would you guys like to do? There is a guy walking around the stands taking bets. The odds are currently 2-1, just straight up 2-1 odds.
So before
on
the
any of this.
real quick, just before the fight starts,
Okay.
can I see McKay McKai?
I mean, you can see him standing in the corner of the arena before he comes out to the center. Yes.
Okay, nice. All right, you can continue the betting.
Okay. Yeah. So is anybody wanting to bet anything?
I'm gonna put 5 gold on the goblins.
Damn.
That's rough, bro.
Cold-blooded.
I can see your stat sheet.
I'm going to. Oof. Insider betting, dude. That's cheating. I'm gonna go to the stands and I'm gonna just be like, again, I'm gonna just be talking to you. You can hear me clear as day in your head. I'm gonna be hyping you up. Be like, look, it's two goblins. What do you can beat 2 goblins. I don't even know you. I don't know what you do professionally. I'm assuming it's what we do because we're here and you're also with us. And man, I really think you got this. I believe I think the bones said we got good vibes on this trip. So do what you do.
And then I feel like Ron from Harry Potter, like if you gave him that lucky potion, I forget what it's called.
Felix Valecki, something.
Something like that.
Yeah, Felix something.
Felix Felicis.
It's just a telepathic thumbs up. You got this.
Moth, you're not gonna place any bets.
Nah, I don't have anything to bet with.
Okay.
You have that 200 gold, but
Nobody wants my bones.
no.
Knowing me, I've probably lost the 200 gold.
No,
Oh no, we're doing it as a group. Remember?
Oh,
yeah, that's why.
right.
Well, that's why I didn't want money. Is I will lose money. It holds no value to me.
Yeah, I'm just betting my own gold. I'm not betting the party fund.
Okay. So yeah, the fight starts. The goblins are out there. They're both kind of circling you a little bit. One of them runs at you and grabs your legs. The other one comes and jumps and tries to get on your back. So make me a strength check.
All right, let's see. My strength is +1, right, Tommy? If I'm looking at this right.
Yes.
Oh God, I got a 3.
All right. So they pile on you and just drag you right to the ground relatively quickly. And
then
the announcer says, "That's 1," and the goblins kind of jump back. They step back, and he says, "Ready for round 2?"
Also, as soon as you're pinned, it's considered a down.
Yes, best out of 3.
Oh, okay.
And he says, "Ready, begin." And they start circling you again. This time they both charge directly at you from the front. So make me your strength check.
All right. 12.
So they both come running at you, and as they do, one of the goblins, as he hits you, punches you square in the stomach, and they both just kind of manage to drag you straight to the ground. And the announcer goes, "Oh, that's unfortunate. We have a winner. It is the goblins." He says, he goes over, he kind of helps pick you up. He says, "Better luck next time, guy. They're crafty little devils, aren't they?"
Yeah, I thought I could convince them with my goblin talk, but they didn't want to hear it.
I collect my winnings. It's 10 gold, right?
Yes. Yeah, the guy's kind of walking around, and he walks up to you, and he slaps the 10 gold pieces back into your hand. The announcer says, "Next up, Yoin."
During this time, my character's thinking, I don't know how fair this is, going in there. So I just close my eyes and walk in and just concentrate.
All right. You walk in, and the goblins are there. They're ready to
Now I have to just keep myself from getting pinned, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Now, are there any other rules? Like, are we in a circle and I can, if I get clever enough, I can knock them out of bounds and they'll be out?
No.
Do I have to pin? Can I have to pin both of them at the same time, or one at a time?
So this is a big dirt arena. So there's not really an out of bounds kind of situation. This is the first one down. So all you have to do is down one of the 2 goblins.
Okay.
So.
But anything goes as far as combat wise,
Well, no weapons.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's fine.
You could kill him with your hands.
I was not going to say that, but there is a possibility I might knock someone's shins off. But
Technically,
we'll get to
monk
that.
hands are weapons.
They are. They are.
All
So
right.
I'm just slowly meditating as I'm in there, and those two fucking snarly trolls are right in front of me.
Will you be placing any bets on this match as well, Seymour?
15 gold on the monk.
15 gold to the monk.
He believes. He
Or-
knows.
Damn.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna give him the mental high five and thumbs up. Like you got this, dude. I believed in the other guy. I was wrong. I don't know him, but I know you. We were on that boat.
We were on that boat.
Damn.
All right.
Make me a strength check.
Now, can I use my dexterity since it does allow me to use instead of my strength my dexterity, or do I need to use my strength?
No, this would be
That is hand-to-hand combat. That's monk rules.
I guess that's true.
All right.
I'll allow it. I'll allow you to use your dex.
All right. Then. All right. Let's see. Let's see.
But that's okay.
That is a
So,
16,
you take
sir.
your
16
stance.
plus.
They come at you. They charge. And one of them grabs your leg and yanks, and the other one jumps up and wraps its arms around your head.
Oh God.
And they squirm for just a second, and then, boom, slam you to the ground.
All right. They slam me to the ground. Did they pin me though?
Yes, you hit the ground first. You're one down. They jump
Got
back, and the announcer goes, "All right, separate. Ready for round 2?"
All right. Let's see.
And they both come charging at you head on. One of them jumps up in the air, the other one slides up under your feet, like in between your legs. Make me your strength check.
It's gonna be 17.
Alright, so the one that goes through your legs, you turn and you kick it like square in the face. And he kind of steps back, like he stands himself up and kind of hobbles back. The other one that jumped forward, he grabs himself, like wraps around your neck, and you guys kind of struggle for just a minute. I'm going to have you make me another strength check, because you guys tied.
All right. Focus mine. Strike, and it is a 15.
Alright, you grab him by the back of the head and by, like, the back of his pants, and just rip him off of you, and just toss him to the ground, to the side. And the announcer goes, "Separate! And you have won the second round.
All right. How worn out do these trolls look like right now?
Oh,
Goblins.
they're looking pretty tired now. I mean, this is their second fight, or their second person to fight. This is round, what, 4 for them?
3.
3?
For them,
For them, it's gonna be like
They've
be
gone
round
through
5. Entering round
yeah.
5.
So they're getting a little tired. You can see they've got other goblins in the back, so if these guys get tired out, they'll switch them out. They probably only got one more fight left in them before they get switched out. You can't be giving people too much of an edge. So, you ready for round 3?
I'm ready for round 3.
All right.
I was about to say, I'm going to go back on this.
These goblins get in position. The announcer goes, "Fight!" And one of them immediately starts running around behind you to your right. The other one to your left tries doing the same thing. Make me your strength roll.
All right, here we go.
X rolls. I mean, can he just be rolling unarmed strike?
6. Oh.
I think that's actually better.
It probably would be. You said a 6?
Yeah.
All right. So these fast little bastards run up behind you and jump on your back and just immediately slam you into the ground. Cthulhu.
You dummy.
And the announcer says, "Separate! Goblins are the winner."
Ah. Failure.
Can we tag team the goblins?
The bookie starts walking around through the crowd, fix bets and stuff, and he walks up to you, and he just kind of looks at you and he says,
Yeah, I already gave him my gold.
"Oh, I know." He says, "Well, you're a little in the hole. You gonna go again?"
Uh,
Show us your might.
let's see who's the next competitors.
Do either of you want to participate a second time?
If no one else goes, I'll participate a second time. But I'm gonna let the whole group have a chance since we only have like little amount of tickets first.
I mean, we can always go get more tickets.
True.
Can I use prepared things? Or is this just a hand-to-hand
In what sense?
fight?
Spells probably not. Hand to hand, yes.
Hmm.
And I want to go up and ask, can we do tag teams?
So, like, if the moon were especially bright tonight, that would be allowed?
No.
Oh. Then yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna hang out and watch. This is more fun than betting or actually participating in a fight.
He says, you go up and ask him about tag teams, and he says, you know, we got a hobgoblin back here who's been itching for a fight that nobody wants to really take on. If the two of you wanted to go up against him 2-on-1, I think we could work something out.
I'm down.
Oh, you guys are becoming the goblins.
Oh my god.
He says,
Do we have
Become
enough
goblins.
coins to do
he
that?
says it's still 2
Beca-
tickets apiece, but if you want to do it, I'll go.
We have
I'll
enough to
go
do
get the
that,
hobgoblin
yes.
ready.
I'm
Become
down
the
to do that.
goblins.
Let's do it.
All right. So he gets everything
Oh,
set
yeah.
up. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have somebody who wants to tag team wrestle the hobgoblin." And the audience starts cheering and yelling. He says, "Our last 2 contestants are going to come back," and he points in your direction. And he says, "And here is our hobgoblin fighter." And he steps out, and he's definitely twice the size at least of the other goblin, but he's definitely a lot bulkier. He certainly looks like he's not going to go down quite as easy. So, what
I
we'll do
just
is
want to verify before we start. Can they use unarmed strike? As
Yeah.
an attack bonus?
Let me see. Yeah, I'll let him do that since he's a monk.
Yeah.
So I have a question real quick about the arena itself. How big is this and how far are they typically fighting away from their stands?
It's probably about 50 feet in length and about 35 feet wide. Oval dirt arena,
Okay.
kind of like a rodeo arena. So there, just wrestling in the middle is still probably within 100 feet of most people in the crowd.
All right. Oh, wrestling, so it would still be like 100 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Alrighty. Continue on.
Okay. So, what we're gonna do is both of you guys will be rolling your strength checks against this guy, and it's just gonna be straight. He's not getting advantage or disadvantage from this. Neither will you guys. But your advantage, I guess, will be if even one of you beats his, then you'll take him down.
Okay.
So, best out of 3. You guys square up in the middle of the arena, and he kind of stomps his feet into the ground and sets himself like a linebacker, ready to go.
I'll bet 30
Break the
on
shins.
the pair.
You're gonna bet 30 on the
Yep. I make my money back.
yeah,
You betting how much on who?
30.
Betting 30 on you guys.
Okay. If you're doing it on troll, it might be better if we just you put all the money in and then we forfeit it. But okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
And then bets are canceled if you forfeit.
I'm going to speak into one of their minds. And I'm just going to say, hey, aim for the shins.
Aim for the shins.
Aim for the shins. I hear him whispering.
the announcer yells, "Fight!" And the hobgoblin charges at Yoin.
I would like to do a cantrip. Oh, no, they're playing. No. Never mind. It's gonna be. Well, I thought about it and then I realized, wait a minute, we're not gonna pull the cheating thing on me again.
Make me
I was
your
gonna-
strength checks.
Strength checks, so mine will be
Yes, Sean,
17.
do your strength check plus your proficiency bonus.
Let's see.
Oh,
It's an extra +3 on top of it.
yeah. It'd
Sean, you're
be
doing dex, not strength.
Or
yeah. So it'd be 15, 18, 19, 20. I'll get 20.
All right. And what did you get?
So I have no dex, huh? I got a 19.
All right. Very nice.
Nice.
So this hobgoblin comes charging at you guys, and McKai, you see him charging at Yoin, and you run right towards him, and both of you at the same time grab one of these hobgoblin's arms and just pick him up simultaneously and slam him into the ground.
It's called a seismic toss.
The announcer goes, separate, separate. He said, that seemed almost too easy.
Do it again!
Ready for round 2?
All right.
All right. He said he gets everybody ready again. He looks at the hobgoblin. He looks at you guys, and he says, "Fight!" And the hobgoblin just holds still. He doesn't move this time. He waits for you to act.
I wait until he reacts.
I do the John Cena thing to him, like you can't see me.
Everybody holds still, just kind of holds their position. He slowly begins circling around to the right.
We got a clever one here, I say.
He keeps working his way over, working his way over.
We're gonna move along with him. I start moving along to keep myself. He has to charge for me to get me.
I have a quick question.
Okay.
Can I talk into the hobgoblin's head for a minute?
Okay.
I'm gonna just be saying over and over and over and over again. I'm just gonna be repeating, "I quit."
All right.
Just the whole fight.
So he's circling you guys as well, and as soon as you, Yoin, go to move to start circling with him, he immediately charges for McKai. And so make your strength checks for me.
I would like to be more purposely trying to knock him off balance so he doesn't hit him. Honestly.
That's fine.
All right.
Well, yeah, you're.
That's gonna be.
Dex. Plus.
That's going to be altogether 19.
All right. What about you, McKai?
The whole time the hobgoblin's just all he can hear is "I quit," but it's inside his head. "I quit. I quit. I quit."
Oh, I got a 19.
Oh, you both did. Very nice.
Oh no, 18. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Either
Wait.
way.
Yeah.
So he comes charging at you, McKai, and Yoin, your little begin to circle was almost a taunt to spark him to move, and you bolt directly towards him. And as soon as you get there, you grab him by the shoulders, and McKai takes his head and like smacks him like right up the side of the head, and you flip him, and he just kind of falls right on his side, right into the dirt. And the announcer goes, "Winners!"
That's right.
Yay!
I knew you guys could do it. But you guys also, there's like a weird like lag between your inner thoughts that just says like, "I knew you could do it," but it's one at a time.
Or then I'm just like,
What do you mean?
Great.
You can only I'm talking to you guys in your brain.
He's just congratulating you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's just like a weird lag between thoughts.
Sorry, I'm just like, holy shit.
we actually won.
We actually, yeah, exactly.
As a reward, you guys will both get an item.
Sweet.
It might be friendship bracelets.
I'd accept it.
Okay. So, Yoin, you are given a wand.
Does this wand have a symbol? What does it look like?
When he hands you this wand, he says, "This wand will allow you to cast a small little magic spell a certain amount of times. I don't remember how much. It's the Prestidigitation cantrip, and it has 8 charges."
That's nice.
Ah, you got the wand.
And he turns to you, McKai, and he hands you a decent little sized vial of some kind of paint. You open it and you look at the inside, and it shimmers and glitters. And he says, that there's magic paint.
Ooh.
He says,
Can you tell me more about magic paint?
he says, I don't know exactly how it works, but you paint it on yourself, and I guess you look like somebody else for a while.
Ooh.
Yeah, it
I like
it,
that.
It is good for one use of the disguise self spell, and it will last for up to 1 hour.
What was that wand called again? I'm writing it down.
Prestidigitation.
Okay.
It has 8
Cool.
charges and does not recharge. It will break after those charges are gone.
Then it's just a stick. Cool. Now we
You
need
really are a wizard now, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Up next.
me and Bill are gonna go wreck that goat.
I gotta write that I won.
I'm watching.
Yeah, this one I'm going to be watching and commentating on.
Your unseen servant has finally finished counting. Finally finished counting these cockatrice feathers. As you walk by, you see him. You kind of bump into him, and he grabs a hold of you and kind of taps you, like to get your attention. He kind of sticks his finger into the ground and writes 7895.
9. Okay, 7, 8, 9.
7895.
7895.
Yeah.
My character, because in the spirit of how my character is, will look at that number and be pondering. I wonder why. 7, 8. I don't know what that. I don't know what that's for. And we'll continue on.
I'll stay. I'll see that too. We're all walking as a group, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I think we'll spend some time musing about what that could possibly mean on the way to our next event.
I'm telling you, it might be a bad
Meanwhile, I
omen.
know what it is.
I mean,
So
if you want, I can figure out what it means. I could do some
7,
ghost
8, 9.
investigating.
I mean, I'm telling you, this is a bad omen. I've read about this.
7, 8,
That's
9,
just the
5.
number of feathers.
Wait,
Now,
and we all look at him.
into it. This is a ritual.
That's right. I did ask about that feathers. All right,
all right. So
I think we're haunted.
we have to. You know what? I think I like his. It was my servant, but maybe my servant got taken over.
Well, I'm personally going with we're haunted. That's my expert opinion as a detective.
okay, so you guys then make your way to the giant goat jousting.
Yeah. Can I pick up 10 more tickets?
Yeah, you can pick up more tickets. How many would you
Since
like?
we're out.
It
10.
is. I was gonna. Okay. So you give her 1 more gold piece. You get 10 more tickets. It's 1 ticket.
Yeah.
1 ticket apiece for the for the goat jousting.
Did we want to do the strength first, Bill? Do we want to do that?
I'm over prizes.
Okay. Do you want to help me in the goat jousting though? Because I have a fun idea.
I think I have a fun idea too. We can talk about this separately.
Okay. Let's go. I want to go talk to the guy that's running it and ask him, can I bring my own goat?
So you talk to the guy, and he tells you before you get the chance to ask. He's just gonna go ahead and spill everything about what this competition is. He says you can go. You and 1 other person will joust against each other on the backs of these goats. We give you the joust. It's not harmful. It's okay. You're not gonna get hurt or killed by these. But you'll run at one another, and if you get hit, hopefully you don't get knocked off. The person that gets hit or knocked off will lose. The person that gets knocked off will lose the round. If neither one of you gets knocked off, we reset and we do it again. The first one to get knocked off 3 times loses.
Cool.
And then you ask him about bringing your own goat, right?
Yeah.
And he says, well, these are specially trained giant goats. Do you have a specially trained giant goat to bring?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna need a.
Are you by yourself, or did we all come with you?
Actually, have a giant goat.
Yes, technically I do. Because I can become giant goat.
Right.
Oh God, I
Uh,
see where he's going with this. Brilliant,
which is
just brilliant.
fine, but you would still need a rider.
Yeah, that's what Bill's for.
Okay, so
I'm out.
if you're telling me the truth, then I'm gonna need, I guess, a persuasion, or if you want to go that route, like an intimidation.
I'll just go with persuasion because they're both +0.
Okay.
I got a 2.
All right.
Damn.
He says, no, I'm sorry, we don't allow outside goats. We only use our own.
Ah.
Gotta make
Moth
sure
lets
no
out
one's
an
trying to
out
cheat,
loud
you
burp
know?
and walks away.
He says,
Fine, I guess I'll just do it by myself then.
all right, that's fine. It's gonna cost you a ticket to participate.
Yep, I gave him a ticket.
All right. He says, you got anybody that's joining you, or we're gonna have to find somebody for you to go against?
I don't know. Either you two want to do it since Moth fucked off.
I'm going to watch.
I mean, if
You
you're
still have
doing the
extra,
goat
right?
thing, I will always join in on a good scheme. I will always join in on a good scheme. That's my one flaw.
He's already ruined my scheme.
I'll go against you then. Shit, why not?
Okay. So one ticket from you as well.
And I have a question real quick.
Okay.
From the stands, can I see these giant goats?
Yes. Well, kind of. They are in a pen just outside the arena, so you can sort of see them, but it's blocked by a bunch of gates and fencing. You can see where
All
they're
right.
at, and you can see like parts of them through the fencing and like their horns sticking up, part of their snout, things like that.
Okay. I would like to be walking around the arena trying to get up close to the pen.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I would just like to, without verbally speaking with them and making a whole bunch of noise, can I mentally communicate with them?
You can. So you've been communicating with what message?
No, I
Or-
have an ability as a Ghostwise Halfling. I can speak into somebody's mind non-verbally. I can only do it to one person at a time, though.
Okay. I mean, if you wanted to combine that with your speak with animals, I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
way you
that's
don't have to
what I would like to
verbally-
do. Is I'd like to silently communicate with these goats and tell them to rebel, kill your leaders, escape this pen, and flee back to the wilds where you belong.
Hey, can you do this after our match, man? I really don't want to be on this thing when it goes crazy.
You guys aren't around me. I walked up to the stands. I left.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
I'm just gonna give them my best argument. Like, look, you guys will be much happier with freedom to roam, to actually be able to be out and about, or if you can, stay in the area, but just on purpose. Every once in a while, fling a jump into the crowd. Really, really let loose in the crowd, if you really want to.
Make me.
But I mean, hey, also if you just want to rebel and go off into the freedom, I'm not trying to give you any ideas, other than I believe you guys should be free, and I think you have the capability to do so.
Make me a persuasion check.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, do you know where Moth is? Oh God.
That is a 9.
All right. So, they kind of look at you. You can't really tell by the expression on their face what's going on in their head. But they go. One of them kind of responds back to you in a somewhat primitive way. But you kind of understood him to be saying, we'll think.
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
I can understand them
Right.
verbally.
But yeah, he basically says, we'll think about it.
You know what? Yeah, I really think you guys would enjoy it. I'm gonna go watch.
It's not too bad here. They feed us. It's warm most of the time, but I do
Yeah.
miss being out in the wild. That was.
But imagine those free grass pastures, nobody riding on your back.
Some of those people are comfortable. They're nice. But we'll
Wow.
think about it. We'll think about it.
I think you. All
Appreciate you
right.
thinking about us.
I'm just looking out for you. I'm gonna go watch.
All right.
And then
So, you gentlemen, Yoin and Seymoure, are led to these stables, and each kind of strapped into your individual giant goats. Yoin, you're led around the other side of the arena to that side. Both of you are given your lances in order to joust. And the announcer comes in and he quiets everybody and gives the signals and makes sure that everybody's ready to go. What you're going to do, what both of you will do, is make me an attack roll. And it's basically an attack roll versus your opponent's armor class.
Okay.
And then,
oh, no.
yeah,
All right, do this.
we'll go from there.
Who am I going against?
He gives the signal,
The-
and your
All
goats
right.
begin charging towards one another. So make your attack rolls.
Jump into the audience.
19.
Nice.
Mm, are we adding anything to this?
Well, it would be dexterity, I believe, with this.
I mean, I am proficient with
But
javelins.
Yeah. So
rather than
if you're proficient with it, you can add your proficiency.
Yeah.
rather than root for my compatriots as I have been, I am 100% rooting for these goats to escape. All my positive vibes are into them being free.
Wait, who has more
I got-
money?
I got a 16. I have all the money.
Ah,
Okay. You got a 16. And
Jason, you have 25 gold
Yoin, you rolled what?
Oh.
on your
Okay.
person.
I was gonna try to
Huh?
bet. Not
I got a
steal.
19.
All right.
I mean, you
so
could still bet. It's not over.
But you both charge forward. Goats aimed
I
at
would have
one
bet on the
another,
monk.
and kablam! Both of your lances strike strike your opponent. Square in the chest. I need both of you to make me an animal handling check, please.
Animal handling. Let's do this. And
I
that
got
will
a
be
nat
plus.
20.
Well, he probably
Damn.
got that one. Animal handling.
First one of the
Plus
campaign.
16.
All right. So your jousts slam square into the center of each other's chests. Seymoure, you time it, or you notice it at just the right time and turn, so that as soon as that lance hits you, it just slides right off, and almost no impact whatsoever was felt from you. However, your javelin goes and pushes real hard, and bam, and shoves Yoin right off of his goat.
No.
The
Get
announcer
wrecked.
goes, "We have a winner for round one. Get back on your goat, boy. Let's go for round two."
Round 2.
So you'll jump back on your goat. They'll strap you back in. Everything's ready to go again.
I got an 11.
The announcer, "Charge!" And you guys run right at each other. Make your attack roll, Yoin.
And it's going to be 16.
You rolled a 16. All right, you both start charging at each other, and and the goats themselves kind of seem to move a little wide, and both of your lances just kind of pass right past each other and don't hit anybody. So you circle around and you do your little make a circle around the thing, and you go again, and your goats start charging. Make your attack rolls.
9.
Yoin?
John.
What do you? Oh, I'm sorry. What were you waiting for?
Attack roll.
Another attack roll.
Another. Okay, and we got a 11.
All right, so you guys
We
go.
both suck.
The goats once again kind of seem to step a little wide, like they're almost in protest or something, but you don't seem to hit each other. So you circle them around again and start charging one more time. Make your attack rolls.
18.
All right, it will be. Oh, this one's bad. 6.
All right,
Eh,
you start charging,
Damn.
and bam!
Look at how
Seymoure,
lame
you
this is.
slam
You deserve
right into
freedom.
him. Yoin, another animal handling check.
All right, and it is a 19.
19. He hits you hard. You fall almost, but you grab a hold of the reins and manage to steady yourself and lift yourself right back up.
Oh God, I don't think this next roll's gonna do it.
So you kind of, the announcer kind of steadies you guys, and he's like, "All right, hang on. All right,
I am kind of
let's go
shooken up.
again. Yeah, get your bearings again. Let me know when you're ready."
Do
Once
this.
you're ready, he says, "All right, charge." Another attack roll.
Dead.
18.
10 from you, Seymour.
Yeah.
Okay, and 18.
I think
Yep.
an 18 misses me.
Yeah, so you charge forwards and Seymour, your goat seems to just kind of step really wide this time, and both of you miss.
That's it, Seymour.
You
I don't think I'm
circle
ever.
around, make me another attack
I don't
roll.
know what
I
your
want-
AC is, Sean, but my 19.
His is a 19, or yours is a 19. His is a 16. You both rolled perfectly that first time.
Okay.
But anyway,
So I was
gonna
gonna
attack
ask you,
rolls again.
Josh.
Yes.
Am I allowed to throw down this the spear and try to grab his spear to knock him off? Is that allowed?
No, it would be considered cheating.
Ah, good
Doesn't
thing
mean
I
you
asked.
couldn't do it, but it would be considered cheating.
I got a dirty 20.
You got a dirty 20.
Make your attack roll.
Oh no. I got a dirty 6.
Alright, so you guys charge again, and bam! He slams you in the chest again. Yoin, make me another animal handling check.
Come on, gods of the gods. 15
Alright.
and 4 is 19.
But you manage to grab
Jesus
onto the
Christ.
side and just pull yourself right back up again. The crowd goes insane.
I'm like that annoying
they're so ready
mosquito.
for somebody to go down. The anticipation is building and building. So you guys circle around again, steady yourselves, and then charge. Make your attack rolls.
I got a 6.
All right, you got a 6. All right. Okay, I'm so nervous. Let's see. 12.
Nope.
Nope. Your goats go wide again. Circling back around. Make me another attack roll.
Nat 20.
Not 20.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see what I
Correct.
do.
Net 20.
No, a 3. But close.
Alright,
But
so
close.
you go charging, and Seymour, you slam into him with your lance, and without even a chance to think, you just push him square off the back of the goat. He goes flying.
Yep, that's what I was gonna go for.
Yep.
I would like to try to use my acrobatics to jump off of his spear and on back onto the animal. I'm willing to do 2 rolls of an acrobatics and animal handling to try to attempt this.
Not with his net 20, I don't think.
God damn it. Alright.
Ah,
He just slams you too hard. You
Kill them both. Be free.
right on the ground. The announcer calls it. All right. One more time, and we got a winner. Come on.
That's 3 out of 5.
Yes.
Ugh.
Three downs is the way it goes.
Okay.
First person to 3
Alright.
downs, if I remember correctly.
Get ready him again.
I would
There's
like
no
to
round.
somehow use my regain all. No, not regain. I would like to try to meditate and just like use my chi to be able to hit him as hard as I possibly can on this next one.
I would
Do I
like to
get-
communicate into his head while he's trying to see him mentally prepare for this. Get off that goat. Let it be free. Get off that goat. You can talk back to me, by the way,
Get off
mentally.
the goat. Let it be free.
Get off the goat.
They are cute creatures.
Let it be free.
Oh no. Oh no. All right. So we start, and this is going in my head as we perform.
Yeah, but like we can have a conversation. You can talk back to me too. It's only a one-way channel, but as long as I can see you within like I think 120 feet, I can talk to your brain.
I mean, then I guess I'm just gonna be. But you can't hear what I'm like. Can you hear what I'm thinking?
Yeah, we can
Yes.
we can communicate back and forth.
It's an open
I'll just
mind.
like I'll just be like shh 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 I'm trying to concentrate. I'm trying to win.
Make your attack.
Well, hurry up.
Seymoure got a 16. His lance slams into your chest.
And I got a 2, so...
All right. And you wobble and wobble. Make me your animal handling check.
That one!
And that one.
God damn it.
All right.
Oh no!
So he hits you in the chest, and you try to regain your balance and overcorrect and throw yourself off the front of this goat, and he kind of tramples you just a little bit, and you're going to take 2 points of damage from it.
All right.
The announcer says, "We have a winner! We have a winner! Seymoure!"
It's never a doubt.
He says, "Come get your prize, boy."
Gimme. Just take a random prize.
All right.
2 nat 20s in that fight. I better not be getting a vial of teeth.
No. Absolutely not.
It's older nail clippings.
Ancient nail clippings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you are given a small little ivory carving of a goat.
I know what that is, I think.
He got his own little goat.
He says, "Now you be careful with that thing. I don't know too much about it, but it's got some kind of wondrous power to it." So
It is
the-
very...
This goat will do your geometry, will,
Dude, it'll finish your algebra homework. No problem.
The figurine of wondrous power you can use to speak a command word, and it'll become real. So this ivory goat, there is technically a set of 3 of them in total out in the world, but there's just one of them here. It is this one in particular is the goat of traveling. It becomes a large goat, similar to one of these giant goats that you were just riding. There are 24 charges, and each hour or portion it spends in beast form costs 1 charge, so you can keep it for up to 24 hours without recharging it. But yeah, it's a big goat mount, essentially.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about this magic item is the recharge time.
It reverts to a figurine and can't be used again until 7 days have passed. Oh. But yes, this is one of the goats of wondrous power, the traveling
Awesome.
goat. So you guys have a giant goat mount now?
I mean, I have a giant goat now.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, it's about 7:30, almost 8 o'clock at night. The sun has almost completely set. It's casting all the nice colors in the sky still, but it is dusk. The joust has finished. Everybody has claimed their prizes. You hear the music and festivities still going. You can wander off. There are still other games. None of the arena festivities, but you can go play any of the other games again, or any of the other games that you didn't play.
Is this like a traveling festival, or is this just like this? These are people that live in town and put the festival stuff on every year.
Yeah, no, this is a town-wide thing. It's not a traveling festival.
Okay. I want to go try to find like a. I know you said this is a town one, but like if there's just like someone that looked like they came into town specifically to sell wares here.
Oh, okay. Well, you have you have a couple of different vendors that are selling little odds and ends here at the festival. People that have not all of them are from town. Some of them have come from out of town to sell their wares.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go to one of the out of towners, and I just kind of want to ask him like directions to that place that we're supposed to be going eventually.
Oh, okay.
Like, and if he knows a good way to get there.
Okay. So you approach this guy. He's got a bunch of like hand woven blankets and stuff that he's trying to sell. But as you approach, he says, "Oh, hello, gentlemen. Can I interest you in one of my beautiful blankets? They're woven personally by me.
How much are they?
They are 5 gold pieces per blanket."
Um, sure, I will take a blanket and also some information if you don't mind.
Absolutely. What can I do for you?
I was looking to travel to what was the
Helmet.
place?
It's Brightonburg.
I thought it was
Brightonburg.
Kelmet.
Calmet is the island that you're on.
Ah.
I was looking to travel to Brightonburg. I was wondering if you could recommend like a good either like safe passage or if you knew someone that rented yeah, just like a good safe passage if you knew one.
Of
Kind of new to
course.
the island here.
Well, I'm not personally from around here. I come from I come from Fort Marnac to the north, but I've been around. I know there's usually a ship that you can take at the docks that'll take you around to Brightonburg, or you can take a cart. You can rent or buy a cart and take the main road, or you can walk if you want. But of course, that's going to take quite some time. It's a day's travel by water, 2 days by cart. It's just southwest of here, uh, by cart. Of course, you won't have to worry about navigation if you take the ship.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're quite
You
welcome,
said
sir. And he hands you one of his blankets. It's all folded neatly.
What color is the blanket?
It's mostly dark blue, but it has this nice little diamond pattern, kind of in gold, kind of patterned throughout it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Bill. What were you saying?
Oh no, I thought so. It was one day by boat, one day by cart,
2 days by cart.
2 days by
2 days by cart.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
And Bill, I'll just give you the blanket since I don't actually need it.
I want you guys
Why,
all to make me perception checks real quick.
why do I need to?
All
Okay.
right. I mean,
I'm
you never leave without your blanket, man. Those are powerful weapons.
I have my own. This is whole like, and I hold up my shroud, and I'm just like, look, it's a whole.
Tattered.
Okay,
I mean, I'll take it.
You got an 18.
Nice.
If you don't want the blanket, I'll take the blanket.
I got 15.
Okay.
Did not roll well.
All right, I have a number.
Yeah.
You said perception.
Yes, sir.
Sick. That is a 26.
18.
All of you begin to start hearing a bit of a commotion behind you in the center of the square. People are talking a little more fervently. You think you hear somebody yell. Something seems to be going on behind you in the center of the area. And as you guys kind of turn around to even start paying attention, you can see people kind of start scattering in different directions. And standing right in the center of the square is a man, completely naked and covered in blood in spots.
Now this is my
And
kind of party.
He's just kind of standing there. He's got a knife
Wait,
in his left hand, and he's just kind of standing there, staring up at the sky, facing west.
Can we see that if he's still alive without going towards him? Or is that still being debated in our minds?
You can make me another perception check to see.
Go, go. And I got a 10.
Okay, you're not really sure if he's alive or not. I mean, he's standing up, but I mean, you don't know if somebody or something may be holding.
Do I smell... Okay, do I smell rotten
cooking.
flesh? Yes, what the rock is cooking with rotten flesh.
No, not that you can tell.
Alright. Well, I got nothing, guys.
Yeah, I'll just try to like go up to him, like, "Hello,
Oh.
friend. Are you all right?"
All right, as you begin to approach, he looks down and he kind of stares straight ahead, and he opens his mouth and begins to speak in this strange tongue. And I apologize for this.
Do we know what language?
He's about to start screaming in our ears.
He says, Kiobra sal obstan, har oe sienales, marsi kanye pratnye, onzis har stem in oskri as in. And then he takes the dagger and he puts it to his right arm and slices from his elbow to his wrist. And then switches
Before
hands.
he does that, I have a question.
Okay.
Could I use hold person?
If you'd like to.
I would like to. Before he does this, so as he closes the dagger towards himself, I would like to use hold person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything he needs to do?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
And is there any way we find out what language he's saying?
Do any of you speak either celestial or infernal?
I think I actually
Nope.
speak both.
You got this girl right here speaking Celestial.
Let's see.
You definitely speak Infernal, Sean.
Yeah.
I know I do speak Inferno.
Okay, and I'm sorry, what was that, a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. So that is a 14.
That does not save. He is paralyzed.
All right, so he is held in place with the dagger reaching towards his right arm.
Yep.
Okay, and because you speak infernal, you recognize a couple of words, but it's still a foreign language that you still don't fully understand. You understood the words rise, eyes, unable to speak, and scream. But those are all you could. Those were the only words you were able to catch.
Can you hear anything else? Because I can speak Celestial.
I'm going to say instantly to take the dagger out of his hand before he loses control again.
McKai, you recognize the words Kiobra, her, eyes, and her voice.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go take the dagger out of his hand.
Okay, you take the dagger out of his hand. As you do, the four of you begin to notice that out of the crowd running off, there are 5 men dressed in blood-red cloaks that are stepping towards you instead of running away.
5 dudes in blood red cloaks?
Yes.
Well, boys, look.
Hang on, I want that to be in character. So as I'm staff pointed at him, at this dude, hey, cut it out, buddy. I want to see these dudes, and just go, 5 dudes in blood red cloaks. And that's all I'll say. But I'm still gonna be using hold person on this guy.
So yeah, they begin to encroach upon you guys.
I go to defense Tory against him, with him who's holding the guy. I just instantly pull out my scythe and I'm sickle, and I'm instant rally because I already know where this is leading to.
Okay. In which case, let's go ahead and roll initiatives.
I was going to try to talk to him.
Go ahead while we're rolling initiative.
Shit.
You guys okay? I'm a little scared that you guys are just all getting really, really close to us.
The one in the center of the group, he says, "You dare stop the ritual. What makes you think you know what you're doing?"
I don't.
We thought we were helping somebody, and we didn't know there was a ritual.
Yeah.
You fool.
Well, if you explain some stuff, maybe we'll let this happen. So give me your side of the story.
Is there any way we can just talk about this without any altercations?
What are your initiatives?
12.
I'm sorry, who got the 12?
Me.
Okay. Moth, what's your initiative?
A hearty 2.
Okay, Yoin?
19.
Seymoure?
20.
All right. So, Seymour, what would you like to do? They have not, since you guys have started talking to them, they've stopped moving. But they are still threatening, menacing.
Okay, I have a piece of above the board knowledge. Hold person only lasts for 1 minute.
Right. Okay. So you've probably got about 30 more seconds worth of hold person.
Don't worry, that's like 5 rounds of combat.
Yeah, as this
Yeah, it's true.
ends.
So are like have the rest of the citizens moved away?
For the most part, yeah. There's they're still running off. They're pretty much out of danger.
Okay. How close are these guys together?
They're probably standing. Well, for simplicity's purpose, we'll say they're standing 10 feet apart, in kind of a half circle behind you guys, and then if you're facing them, then you guys have the guy held right behind you, like 5 feet behind
Okay.
you, and they're in the half circle. The one at the head of the circle, the center of this half circle that's been talking to you, he's probably about 20 feet away.
Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to rip off my patch for my Shatter spell scroll. And I'm going to use that to cast Shatter, target it around like the main guy. So I think I should get the main guy and the 2 guys on his side.
Okay.
So that is a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, from all 3 of them. That is. Alright, we got a 10, a 15, and a dirty 20.
15 and the dirty 20 pass, but they will still take half damage.
Okay.
So I rolled 14 damage. And if any of them happen to be non or made of like stone or crystal, they have disadvantage on the saving throw. Not that they get matters.
No, they do not. Alright, that works. Anything else?
Bonus action, I'm going to transform into an ape.
Alright, wonderful.
I am now an ape.
An ape?
And to just describe my transforming into an animal, it is basically Transformers.
You just twist
Robots
up
in
and
disguise.
in a robotic,
Yes.
in a robotic fashion until you turn into a ape.
Yeah, and then I'm going to move 30 feet forward, or I'm going to position myself between the 2 on the right. So I think they'll have 1 on each side of me within 5 feet,
Okay, yeah, that works.
based on your description. And that'll be my turn.
Yoin, you are up next.
Alright. I will. Right now, he still has a hold of the person, right?
Yeah, he is still being held in place.
Has anyone taken the dagger out?
Yes, the dagger
did.
has been taken
Okay.
out of his hand.
Alright.
So you have 5 cultists surrounding you in front of you currently, and the guy being bound behind you.
Real quick, Josh, do you do flanking?
Yes.
If you're gonna go for a flank, I can perform and start distracting them.
Well, I'm already set up to grant you flanking if you go after the ones on the right.
Alright.
The first guy or the second guy. You should be able to get in flanking with me.
Alright, I'll run up and then I'll throw my sickle down and I'll use my fury of blows. And
Listen,
so
Hawkeye, you don't do fury of bows.
Alright, so I'm going to spend 1 key point and then make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus. So my first attack is going to be 17.
That's That's going to hit.
Nice. And then my second
Which one are you
attack
attacking?
is going to be 19. So let's see.
So they're both going to hit. Which one are you attacking?
I'm attacking the middle one.
The one straight up the middle in the center
Yep.
of the 5? Okay. That's cool.
Straight up the middle.
Alright, so you run right up to him and manage to smack him with both of your hits. Roll your damage, please.
And what would I need for that again? I'm trying to look for it. Attack 1 point.
This is your melee attacks.
Yeah, it's going to be a D8. Okay. So D8, 5, and then another will be 7.
Plus your damage bonus.
That's what I'm trying to find.
Plus
It says
4.
8 plus proficiency of wisdom.
Yeah.
Wisdom 3, so it'd be a plus 11
Plus
to each. So 5 and 7 plus 11.
23 points of damage.
Yep.
Damn. So you go and you just run up to this cultist and just start beating the living shit out of him. And by the time you're done with these few quick blows, this guy is so bloodied and beaten he can barely stand. Is there anything else?
And just FYI, Sean,
Yes.
the way your Fury of Blows works is you have to attack first, and then as your bonus action, you can Flurry of Blows.
Yes, you
Oh.
did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give
so
me
the
your
tech-
physical attack or your other attack as well then.
Yeah, if this guy's still up, you can punch him one more time.
Yeah. So make me.
All right, so I get to go one more time, right?
Yeah. Make me
Yeah.
an attack roll to punch him.
You're gonna kill this guy.
And make sure you're rolling at advantage because you have flanking.
Oh yeah. Rolling an advantage. So 12 and then 19.
All right. So, 19. Boom! One last final uppercut on this guy. Roll your damage.
All right, it's gonna be 2 plus 11, so it's gonna be 13 in total.
Okay, 11 does not sound right.
Say, hang on.
It says 8. It says 8 plus proficiency wisdom modifier. Am I reading that incorrectly?
So,
What is your wisdom modifier?
plus
Wisdom is plus 3.
Okay,
So,
so
that's
it's
that's your
plus.
save DC for your key, is what that is.
Yeah.
So you need your physical.
It's plus 6.
Yeah.
D8 plus 6.
D8 plus 6.
I don't even know if D8 is right. I don't know what kind of monkey it is.
If you're just hitting with your hand, it's only going to be a D4.
If I'm just hitting with the hand, it's gonna be D4.
Yeah.
D6.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna be yeah.
You'll get it's a plus 4 to your attack roll, and then it's 1d6 plus. You said 6,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. 1d6.
All right.
Monks are really weird. They have weird pluses to attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll roll the D6. It's gonna be 4, and then I'll roll the D4. The D4.
No.
Right?
You roll the D6 plus 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so then 10.
Okay. Yeah, so you give this guy one last uppercut and knock him like up off his feet, and then he boom thud lands on his back on the ground and does not even try to get back up.
8 just like pounds on his chest.
That's
It's really loud because it's metal.
All right. Is that all you're doing?
all in my turn.
All right. McKai. You've got 2 cultists on the left, 2 cultists on the right.
I'm still kind of trying to talk this out.
I mean, the one you were
You're
yelling
like-
at, Yoin just ran up to and killed. But,
That was the one on the farthest right, correct?
no, he went straight up the middle.
So the middle guy. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one he said he was going for.
No, he went after the guy on the right because that's where I was positioned for flanking.
Which one were you going after?
Who, me or the other person?
Yeah, which one did you
You.
go after?
I went to the middle one.
Straight up the middle, yeah.
Oh well, whatever.
Either way, yeah. So he did. So you got 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and one of the one on the far left is the only one that hasn't taken any damage. You might be able to try to talk to him if you really wanted to. Who knows?
I'm gonna go up to him and be like, "Whoa, sorry, these guys did that. We're trying to figure this out as peaceful as we can. I didn't know they were gonna attack."
You're gonna have to make me a persuasion check here, and it's probably gonna be at disadvantage since we're in the middle of combat. Everybody else around you is killing people.
Blowing everybody away.
Boom, 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 boom.
It ain't gonna work. I got a 5.
He says it was foolish for you to try and approach me, and he goes to try and stab you. Are you gonna be actually attacking or anything?
Uh,
I mean, you probably got about 10 feet of movement left, and all you did was talk to this guy, so you can still make an attack or have a major action of some sort.
let me look over here. I guess I'm gonna hit him with my melee weapon.
All right. So he goes to stab at you. So you just swing your melee weapon at him.
Yeah, my
Okay.
warhammer.
A warhammer of
Big ol'
justice.
Let's see.
Make that attack roll.
Oh god, it's back to my normal attack roll.
Mhm.
I hurt myself.
Is that a nat 1?
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
All right.
Back to my normal.
Yeah. So you go to
Oh,
swing
no.
you go to swing your warhammer, and you kind of the hurriedness of it kind of throws you off balance, and you fall backwards and thud on the ground. So you're prone.
Ah,
And at that, these 4 cultists are gonna look a little shaken that that guy just got the shit beat out of him, like literally beaten to death. But unfortunately, they have a job to do, and so they continue to push forward. Seymoure, you have one on the left and one on the right, and
Yeah.
they will both be coming at you with a dagger.
Come at me, fools.
So they both. That is not a d20. There we go. One of them swings its dagger and whiffs. The other one comes in and is likely going to hit with a 22.
My AC as the ape is 14.
Okay. Well, this first one was an 8.
Yeah, that misses.
So he swings his dagger and he comes in, one of them, and is going to hit you. And
No.
he's going to do 5 points of damage to you. And then
5 points.
they both come in and try and stab one more time each with their daggers. And oh my god, that's 2 nat 20s there, my
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
That's going to be a total of 24 points of damage between all of them.
I'm no longer a monkey.
So they both stab right into like each of your shoulders with the dagger, and you kind of back into a human, or you're not a human, back into your
24.
Warforged body.
That was 2 from you, right?
I'm
For
sorry?
natural 20s, my bad.
Oh yes, I cannot
Sick.
believe that actually happened.
I
Okay.
don't count the DM snap 20s because the DM always rolls the most.
McKai, you, the cultist that was coming after you, he goes to stab at you and sees you fall backwards with your warhammer, and he's literally gonna like jump on top of you with his dagger and try and stab you. For 22 to hit.
can I give him a fear boner?
Do you
Maybe
have
he'll
a
run away.
Do you have a reaction of some sort that you can use?
I don't
Or
think
is
so.
that,
With
or is
the
that
armor.
hopefully a free action? Just give him a fear boner.
I'll just,
Just a glance.
yeah.
Okay.
Sees the fear boner on me, and I was hoping he'd run back.
So he jumps down and bam, he's gonna stab you once right in the shoulder with his dagger, for 6 points of damage from that dagger. And then he comes in with his dagger and brings it down right on top of you one more time. 21's gonna hit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, do you have a thing you can do?
I'm trying to look.
You throw your arms up to kind of block it a little bit, and he comes down and slices your arm for another 3 points of damage.
You got a really bullshit spell called Silvery Barbs.
Trying to look at all these.
And lastly, this one over
There it
here is going to turn and charge at you, Yoin, for taking out the leader of this particular troop.
Great.
So he comes running at you and swings his dagger for a 16 versus your AC.
All right, for a what?
Does a 16 hit your armor class?
16? Yes,
All right.
because I am 16.
His first dagger comes in and catches you right across the side for 4 points of damage. And then he pulls back and swings at you one more time, and oh my god, there's another nat 20. He's going to stab it right into the top of your shoulder, like right into that muscle at the top of your shoulder, and you're going to take 12 points of damage from that.
12 points of damage? God damn. All right.
Bill, did you give him a guide on this?
What do you mean?
On how to kill us fast?
Look, guy. You guys
He
got to
sold
get
us
good at rolling
out.
dice.
He sold us out, man.
And Seymoure, it'll be back to you.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry, Moth. I'm sorry. You're right. It is on.
Moth says out loud, hey, wait a minute. So I will use my bonus action to use my wild shape. And in my wild shape, I just get extra dusty.
You just get extra dusty.
Yeah. Yeah, like a bunch of... So
Spending
from my hat, like the brim of my hat around, will just start, like, pushing... clearly fungal spores are emanating from my hat and my cloak, just falling to the ground and taking up space.
So
I've used my fungal form, so I now have a halo of spores.
just to bring this reference into play, so like the Gara's sand, kind of, just
Kind
pouring
of
out of his face.
yeah, it's sent. I have sentient spores, so yeah, kind of like Gara's sand, but it's all just kind of falling straight down off of my person.
I understand. Okay, wonderful. And what are you doing? From
What
that
am I gonna
point
do
on?
with that?
Everything.
Yeah.
All the things.
So has anything or will anything start its turn in my area, or within a 10-foot radius?
Within 10 feet, the guy to the furthest right of this half semicircle thing, the one that is
All right.
standing just to the right of Seymoure, is about 10 feet from you.
Then I will use my reaction to deal him some delicious spore damage. That's 6 points of total damage of necrotic damage.
I think you have to wait till their turn starts,
I was
Bill.
going to say, I think as a reaction, I think that's the response to them attacking you.
So once they start their turn in my zone.
Right.
Then you can do it, yeah.
Okay. All right. So as long as they start their turn in my 10-foot circle. Nice. All right. Well, position-wise, where are they bunched up the most?
Well, there's two on the right-hand side. The one that's 10 feet from you, and then there's 5 feet to his left is Seymoure. 5 feet to the left of that is the second guy, the second cultist. Straight up the center, about 20 feet away, Yoin and one of these cultists are fighting. And then off to your left, about 20 feet away, is McKai and one of the other cultists currently fighting.
So could I have a 40-foot diameter zone? Would everybody fit in there?
40-foot diameter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
What do I want to do? Well, I'm going to try to take out as many of these cultists as possible. So where there are two of them bunched up,
Mhm. Those
Moth,
two are right
after
there.
using his spore activation, he's going to use his main thing to just say, "I don't know what's happening," and he's going to point to the central point in the center of the two cultists that are kind of gathered.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Call Lightning.
Jesus Christ, Bill.
What?
Okay. I was gonna say,
I don't know what's happening.
if you do that, you're gonna call the central point between these two guys is basically right above Seymour's head.
Well,
Can you direct this lightning, or will he be included in this attack?
It'll hit me too.
mhm.
It's alright.
Well, I mean, that's
Just
up
go
to
ahead
you
and
guys.
do it,
I'm
Bill.
just trying to clarify how the battlefield looks. So, do what you want.
Everybody's pretty much engaged, so all of my spells, I'm going to hit somebody. I've already used my bonus action, so I can't do that.
Okay, Sarah.
Oh, Bill, also, if you use that, you'll drop concentration.
So I'll lose my hold person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill him, so I guess I'm gonna hold up my concentration.
You're just gonna sustain your concentration.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep him held until I understand what's happening before I go and try to eviscerate party members.
Okay.
That's the bad thing about druid spells. They're mostly all concentrated.
At this point, then, we will return to Seymour.
Cool. I am going to move 20 feet away in a straight line from the one that I think is on my left, that is also right next to Yolan.
Okay. Are you moving like backwards? Which direction?
So he's on the right, so I'm just moving continually right, 20 feet to the right. I will
Okay.
be taking opportunity attacks.
I was gonna say there is the other cultist to your right, so you would be taking an opportunity attack if you pass him.
That's fine.
Okay. That's a 23 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 5 points of damage.
That puts damage.
And then you'll continue to move an additional 15 feet away from him.
Okay. So now that I'm 20 feet away, I'm going to transform into a rhino
Oh, snap.
as my bonus action.
Alright.
And then I'm going to move 20 feet back to where I just came from, because I believe this will get me flanking with Yolan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make a gore attack.
Alright. If you're gonna charge back towards his direction, you'll take another opportunity attack as you pass by that first cultist.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. He misses.
I have
your
13
little
AC
charge.
as a rhino.
Yeah, he missed. He rolled a 2.
All right. This is what is rhino attack? That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That's definitely gonna hit.
That'll be 12 points damage.
Alright. So your
And now he's gonna.
you miss him with the gore, but you manage to charge into him and still do a good chunk of damage. What happens from here?
I do more damage because I did my charge.
Right, okay. So continue.
So that is an additional 12 points of damage. And I need him to make a strength saving throw.
That is a 5.
Alright, he's on the ground as he's prone.
Alright. So yeah, you miss him with your horn. You don't exactly gore him, but you still slam right into him, slam
No.
his chest into your
I-
shoulder, and like.
I hit
launch
him with the
upwards.
gore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I mean, either way, it fucked him up real bad. This guy,
Yeah.
he's laying prone on the ground. He's bleeding out. He's got a big hole in his stomach. He's not long for this world, but he is still, technically speaking, alive.
Yeah. By the
Did
way,
he- Did he die within 10 feet of me?
No.
Damn it.
Is he dead?
No.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay.
So you got the damage from the extra damage. Did you
Yes.
account the gore the gore damage?
It was you said 12 points of damage and then another 12 points of damage.
Yeah, so total
yeah.
20.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, just want to make sure you got it all.
Yep.
All right, I'm done with my big rhino butt.
All right, Yoin. You are currently in combat with this dude right in the middle.
All right.
Came charging
Just
at
got
you.
stabbed by a rhino,
Yep.
Just got stabbed by a rhino.
and he's on the ground.
Yeah, so there's a guy directly behind you that just got stabbed by a rhino. He's laying prone, but you are still technically in combat with the guy that just attacked you.
All right, then. What I will do is I'll attack him and then I'll do another a fury of blows.
Okay, are you just attacking him with your hands?
Yes, just attacking with the hands, and I want to gain the benefit of disengagement action with my drunken technique.
Okay, I understand.
All right,
Okay, so you're attacking the one that was already engaged with you, right?
correct.
Okay. So make your attack.
And it's 18. So does that hit?
18 is gonna hit.
18. So I'll do 3. Then 3 plus 6 will be 9. And now, when I do the drunken technique and it says I can walk away, does that mean I don't have to worry about him like getting a strike on me when I leave?
Okay, so you deal your damage from the flurry of blows. So you dealt you did 1d6 plus 6. What was the damage on that?
No, 1d6 plus 6 would be. Thought I said it. Damn. Did anyone remember what I said?
You said 9 points of damage.
Oh, 9?
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you doing? You said you're not doing flurry of blows. You're gonna do your.
Drunken technique, but it says whenever I use the
He
fury
gets the
of
drunken
blows.
technique free.
Whenever. Okay, so yeah, so you will still use flurry of blows, and then drunken technique comes from that. So after you use flurry of blows, you can use your disengage action and move up to an additional 10 feet of your walking speed. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so do your flurry of blows. You got 2 more attacks on this guy.
All right. Second attack will be another 9, and then the last.
Are you attacking the guy on the ground or the guy you attacked first?
Yeah, the one still engaging with you, right?
Right.
Okay, so yeah, I need attack rolls.
All right. So I already did one attack roll, and then I did another one,
So you said it was
which
a 9
was 9.
for your first attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
First
one
and second one were 9, and then the last one will be another 9.
Okay, so your flurry of blows miss.
God damn it.
But with your drunken technique, you can still disengage if you choose.
I'll back off a little bit so they don't get an advantage on me at all.
Okay, how far do you want to back up?
I'll move back. I'll move back about 5 feet. Just basically a jump
Extra
back.
5 feet. Okay.
5 feet jump.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, McKai. You are currently engaged in combat with one of these cultists.
Yeah, I want to get him off me. Let's see. I can't do any spells on the ground, huh?
No, but you can stand up. Half your movement.
Alright, I'm gonna try to stand up.
You can do spells on the ground.
Oh, you can?
Can?
Okay. I mean, that's cool too.
Oh.
Just depends on the spell.
I was gonna try to do sleep on him.
You can do sleep.
Yeah.
Alright.
I have to look at this because I don't even remember. Sleep is one of those that's kind of not really complicated, but okay. So roll 5d8 and then add the total.
We find them. $21.
Okay. So you're gonna target this guy specifically?
Yeah, the one that attacked me.
Okay, let me make sure I know how this works. So subtract each creature's hit points from the total. And they only fall asleep if they hit 0, correct?
Correct.
Alright, in which case the spell does not seem to quite work. He looks a little drowsy for a minute, but then he kind of shakes his head and then he's fine.
Balls. I want to try to get up or away if I can.
Okay, you just gotta move.
Oh, no.
It's half your movement to stand up.
Mhm.
And then if you don't have a bonus action where you can disengage, then you'll just move away, but you'll have to take a opportunity attack if you do.
I don't see bonus on here. Alright, so I'm just standing up.
Okay, you're not gonna move or anything?
If I can, but I don't see anything on here that I can after that.
Well,
You
after
can you cannot.
I was gonna say
Alright.
it'll take half your movement to stand up,
Yeah.
and then it's up to you if you want to use the rest of it to move or not. But it's not very much. I don't see where your movement is on this sheet. Offhand.
He's got 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, 30.
So it'd be
Yeah, so you got
15 feet of
You
that.
could move around if you wanted.
But if you move, you'll take an opportunity attack.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So that's
I'll just
it then?
stand. Yeah.
All right. It is back to the cultists. We'll
Do any of them start their turn within 10 feet of me?
just this one off to your right.
Then I will need a Constitution saving throw.
That is 14.
That does not save.
All right. He takes some damage, I assume.
He takes 10 necrotic damage.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. All right. So we will start here with you, Seymoure. You have the one. We have the guy just laying here on the ground, bleeding out. He's going to look at you with anger in his eyes, and let me get to it here. And you see him kind of twist his hands a little bit, and he says something. You see, it kind of looks like he's casting a spell, and he begins to chant these words, and his hands kind of lash out and just kind of smack you in the leg. I mean, that's about as far as he can go, but he reaches out and he tries to just smack you in the leg. And that was jacked. That is, it's only going to be a 12 versus your armor class.
This is
So
just
he
barely.
Whiffs. He whiffs.
Got for my extra armor.
And at which point there's not much else he can do. He just kind of exhausted slumps himself back onto the ground. Moth, the guy you just did some damage to, is not happy about that, and he comes charging at you. And you see him do something similar. He instead of his dagger, he reaches out with his hand. His left hand making some kind of symbol. He begins chanting something, and he swings at you, but he's probably going to miss with a 7.
Yeah, that does miss, actually.
Yeah. All right. Yoin,
Oh.
Yes.
the guy that you disengaged from, he comes charging, or I'm sorry, he does not come charging at you. He looks at you. He reaches up towards the heavens and begins chanting something.
Oh, hell no.
And a flame-like beam of light bursts down from the sky at you. I need you to make a
I would like to
dexterity.
use my cantrip.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. What?
I don't know if I was just reading about Bind Ward. Does that protect me from it?
Uh,
Blade Ward?
oh, Blade Ward. No, but that you. Let me see. Is that a reaction spell?
No,
What'd you
it is
say?
not.
Sorry.
Blade Ward. I don't think it is. If it's not a reaction spell, you wouldn't be able to use it currently.
Aw,
Uh,
shiz.
no, it is not a reaction spell. But you do need to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Alright. Natural 20.
Ooh, very nice. So as you dive, you manage to dive out of the way of this, as this beam of radiant light comes down. So you're pretty safe.
Does that have an area to it, that beam of light?
And not really. It's a pretty.
Accurate thing? Damn, I was hoping it might get one of their other people that's fighting me or something like that.
No. It's a pretty exact beam of sacred light. Moth, it is on to you, sir.
So this guy just came up in front of me?
Yes. He
All
charged
willy-nilly?
at you and tried to do something to you and failed.
Well, I'm not a fan of that. And I'm assuming I still have my concentration on this held person.
Yes.
There's not a whole bunch that I can do. I guess I could talk strategy. Would I be able to see, I guess I would be able to see the giant rhino in the room, right?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to communicate with him specifically in the brain way, through the mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, hey, I think if you could pile all these dudes into one area, I think we could do some good damage. Also, should I keep this cultist sacrifice held? Or do you think he missed the ritual deadline?
Good question.
I will just respond with, no, can't do on pile. Yes, keep paralyzed.
Okay. Well, then Moth isn't gonna do much of nothing except keep concentrating on that hold spell. So, pretty much all I could really do right now is hit him with the spore action on his turn. So if anybody wants to help your boy out, I'm gonna be just hanging out with this guy.
All right, Seymoure, it's back to you. You are standing over a cultist who has been impaled and is bleeding out.
Okay.
You have another cultist about 10, 15 feet just up and to your left that's engaged with Yoin, and one about 15 feet behind you that's engaged with Moth.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move 5 feet away from Moth,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna charge in at the one that's attacking him.
Gotcha.
Has that one been hit at all?
No. Yes.
Yes,
Well,
he has.
yes. He took that spore damage.
Okay, cool.
And he
Then
also
I should
took
be
my
able-
necrotic damage.
Or yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Cool. Then I should be able to take him out here. The one that I was attacking will get an opportunity attack though.
I mean, technically, yeah. So, I mean,
After this round, do you think we could put a pause on it? Because I do have to get going. It's bedtime.
Okay. So yeah, that's he's gonna miss on his opportunity attack.
Okay. My charge attack, I rolled double 19s, so that will hit.
Oh yes.
It's the gore. That'll be 18 points of damage. Plus an additional 7 points of damage.
Alright.
And he's still alive.
He is not. You charge and spear him straight through the sternum, like straight through his chest, and pick him up and kind of toss him around.
Donkey Kong style.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Hello, Moth. Oh, I can't talk about him.
Mhm.
But that would be really fun if I could. So yeah, that is gonna do it for good old Seymoure.
Alright. Yoin.
Got a guy on my horn.
All right. How close am I to the guy that's engaging me?
Because of your last turn, you're about 10 feet away from him now.
So did we ever confirm? Did you ever confirm to me what that dice does?
What, your bone dice? They're just bone dice.
Oh, there's not anything special about them.
No, they're just bone dice.
Ah, shit. I thought because there's small bones on the sixth one, I was like, oh man, these must be like I roll it and I die. Shit, fuck that then.
Nah, the
That would be my game.
Wizard bullshit.
What would you guys say? Should I just go in for a regular attack, or
I like that
should
this is out loud too.
Yes, this is totally out loud. I don't care. I'm half here and half not. Let's go for a running kick straight at him.
So you go charging in. Give me your melee attack.
And it's going to be a nice 4.
Ah, so you do your charging running kick and you miss.
Yeah.
You are now on the backside of this guy.
Oh no.
Do you have anything else that you can do?
Nope, that would be it.
Do you not? Maybe you don't, but do you not have?
Well, I have key points, but I think I only have 3. If I'm correct.
I was wondering, you're at level 6. You don't have more than one attack you can make per turn yet.
Not when he's
Yeah.
multi-classed.
I guess that's true. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just curious.
Nope.
Oh, that's right, because he is multi-classed. Okay, so he's only his monk's only level 3. Got it. Okay, cool. In which case, McKai, you're still engaged with this dude over here. You guys are kind of just dodging blows and back and forth.
Kill him.
He must go.
Where'd you go? Jason.
Oh, sorry. The volume was off again.
It's your turn. You're attacking this dude in front of you.
Yeah. I'm going to use my hammer, kind of like the guy's holding it from
Okay.
Umbrella Academy. I have 16.
That's gonna hit.
Beautiful. The hammer is what? 1d8. So
1d8.
that is a 5.
+1.
Oh no, with the +1.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a 6.
Yeah. Or
Okay. Can you do anything else?
I don't think I can with this guy. I think that's it.
Okay. It is back to the cultists. Let's see. We have him dead. And him dead. So this guy that is engaged with you, McKai, he reaches up towards the sky and attempts to bring down a beam of holy flame at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
All right, and with that, I was gonna ask, can I use the silvery barb?
The what?
Right, it's called silvery barbs.
Yes, and no, you cannot use it with that spell.
Oh, balls.
I'm unfamiliar with that.
It's a bullshit spell.
Silvery barbs. What does it do?
It's really bullshit.
One
Don't worry
reaction,
about it.
when you take a creature you can see within 60 feet, you succeed on an attack, roll, ability check, or saving throw. Damn. And it's a reaction?
Yep.
Damn.
The most overpowered first level spell
Jesus
ever.
Christ.
And I
You
didn't
just
read it until after
choose
Tommy told me.
to succeed on the
I rolled a
saving throw.
16.
You rolled a 16?
Yeah.
Let me see. Spell save. Okay. So you managed to evade this beam of holy light, and as you dodge this beam of light, he takes this opportunity to try and stab at you with his dagger. But I don't think a 10 is going to hit your AC, right?
No.
Okay. Yoin, you are still engaged with this one.
Give me a moment, guys. I apologize. Getting something to drink.
You bastard.
Put that up. That's awesome.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys.
Tommy, is that you?
You are engaged in combat with this guy. He comes charging at you, swinging with his fists, glowing with some kind of magical energy, and that's a nat 20.
Was that at me?
Yes, sir.
Ah, fucking titty shits.
So, there it is. Oh my god. So,
You just killed me. You just killed me, you punk.
I mean, we're about to find
You just
out.
killed me.
So, you're gonna take 24 points of necrotic damage as he strikes you across the face with this spell.
So 10. All right. What else?
Yeah, 24 points of necrotic damage from that. And then he comes in with his dagger and attempts to strike you a second time. That one's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, I'm down. Unless he's beating my body.
6 points of damage.
Now's when you can use that spell, Jason.
Help!
So that puts you.
What was that, Tommy?
Now's when you can use silvery barbs to try to save our buddy.
Yeah, but see about that. That makes my guy have to do something. No, I'm playing. I'm going to use it to try to save him.
It makes my guy have to do something, though.
What, he saved? That means he saved on his saving throw? Essentially?
No. So the second, if he's not down on the second attack, that was a 19.
Yes.
You have to re-roll and use the new roll.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is just his dagger attack. Oh, well, that's a 22.
Okay.
No.
Well, you know.
I'm screwed.
Let's
The
see.
fates were never in my side.
It's only 3 points of damage instead of 6. Are you still down?
I mean, let's see. First one was how much
24.
again? 24. Yeah, no, I'm screwed,
So
man.
total
No, I'm
27
I was at
damage.
14 before that pretty thing happened.
All right, so
Oh.
you're at 0. You're bleeding out, doing your thing.
But is he dead?
No, I'm just at 0.
Damn.
And Moth.
Also, Jason, you get to decide someone to get advantage on their next attack roll.
Ooh!
And it is Moth's turn.
Alright, well, that dude died within 10 feet of me, right?
Yes.
Not anymore. Bring him back.
All right, you now have a zombie cultist, or an undead, whatever you want to refer to it as, cultist minion.
I'm going to be keeping my hold person, and I'm going to let this guy, I'm just going to say, hey, stop me from getting attacked.
He just looks at you and goes, ugh.
Is right. Go back to work.
Seemingly an understanding.
And what'd you say, Tommy?
Is that all you're gonna do?
That's my reaction. I got to keep my main action kind of held, concentrating on this hold person.
You can do a different spell, Bill, or make an attack.
Oh, for real? I thought
Not take an action.
Oh, well then,
Feels like I can do
Wish-
so many things now.
I forgot how to be a player, man. Things are wild.
It happens.
It's out here. It's been like 3 years since I've actually played a character. Is there any way I can get everybody in a? And again, I'll take a 40-foot diameter.
You're gonna hit some other people.
From
I'm gonna hit. That's all I got is AOE.
okay, so
I have splash
Why do you
damage.
only?
in within 40 feet of you.
Or a point I can see within 150 feet.
I mean, yeah, you can get there. There are 3 other living cultists.
Then I would like to get them all to do a do.
What spell are you trying to cast?
It's spike growth.
Spike growth. No, do not do spike growth. You'll kill us all.
Damn you, man! You'll kill us all.
I
Do
mean,
Moonbeam. Moonbeam will hit one of them.
that's so boring. All right, yeah, fine. I could do call lightning. That's fun.
Yes, but that will hit other people.
All right, fine. I'll do moonbeam where it will be safe for me to hit moonbeam without hitting one of my buddies.
Okay, the left one is fighting Mackie. The one in the center is engaged with Yoin, and then you have one off to the right, laying on the ground, bleeding to death.
Which one of those has the least amount of damage?
The least amount of damage. The one fighting McKai.
Okay. So that this spell is behind the cultist, and McKai is out of range of it. I would like to center the moonbeam 5 feet behind the cultist, so he's right on the edge of it, but still being hit by it.
Okay.
And that'll be a con save.
All right. Ooh, that's a 15.
That does not succeed.
Bummer.
That's 13 points of damage. And I've got a moonbeam and a guy held. Boom.
Very nice. Is that all for you?
Yeah, then that'll be it.